to go. It's going to be pretty interesting. Looking to hopefully make late game in at least one of these. And yeah, it's going to be good.
Perfect, thank you. And how are you feeling going into today's game?
Oh, I'm stoked. We're just going to have some fun, and we're going to raise as much money as we can for charity. It's going to be great.
That's an excellent way to approach it. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to make my way down here a little bit further. So we have Loser Fruit, and we have Joel McHale. Joel, it's my understanding you're a bit of a funny guy, right?
I can't hear you.
You're a bit of a funny guy.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say. Not when you watch me play. It will be the saddest Fortnite game you've ever seen. I'm going to be Loser Fruit's decoy. I will just go into places, and then she'll see who's shooting at me, and I will run. If I can make my character cry, that would be great.
Well, hopefully we'll make everyone in the crowd laugh and have a great time. And Loser Fruit, you are no amateur here at the Pro-Am. You've done this before. What are you going to bring into today's games to further you and your partner along?
Well, I feel like everyone's nervous here, so I feel like we can do it. We'll just shoot at people, and it'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Excellent strategy. Thank you so much, all of you. Crowd, you saw it here first. We have all of our players ready up here. Sundown, right back to you.
Thank you so much, Pookie. And Joel, you know, happy Father's Day to you, because I remember you played in the Pro-Am last year, and I'm pretty sure you lasted longer than Ninja, and that's what your son said. So, I mean, you got it. You don't have to rely on Loser Fruit for everything.
He'll be able to play himself, and like you said, not a stranger to the stage, was here last year, had his whole family up there as well, so happy Father's Day. But now we have a little bit of a special surprise for you guys. We're going to throw it to a world premiere Fortnite interstitial. Now, interstitial, that's a fancy word. You can check it out for yourself and take a look right now.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Wow, absolutely incredible right there. Nice to see the animation. And just one thing I want to throw out there, Flare Gun OP. Apparently it just took down 99 other players in the lobby. If you can take the battle bus out, that's impressive right there, Ball. And I mean, just the animation on that was really cool. I was a fan.
I love those little short film type of things where it's a little bit of fun and comedy, and you know, we get to know the characters of the island of Fortnite.
Well, that's the thing that kind of struck out to me, because it's the first time you've ever really heard like Jonesy kind of talk or express himself in that instance, and it's just like, oh, you can sense the desperation, and then just the little bit of a shame as he sees it all go. The victory royale pops up, probably the most bittersweet victory royale you could ever possibly go through, when it's all about ending up to be the last person left. A desert island isn't always the situation you want to be in, but somebody who's no stranger to being the last person left is TFUE, who is up top with an interview with Kitty. Kitty, can you hear me all the way up there?
Yes, Sundown, I'm here up top with TFUE. All the players are getting ready right now, but we thought we'd ask you a few questions before we get into things today. So we do have a Cloaksy right behind us. You guys are close as friends, close to play, but today he's gonna be your opponent. Are you gonna be focusing him, or are you gonna be just playing the game normally?
That was strange you brought that up. Yeah, I'm basically just gonna hunt Cloaksy and Dylan Francis down the whole time. I'm just gonna figure out where they're at and then just W key right into their box, and it's gonna be a pretty interesting experience.
Oh, there's a bit of a rivalry already. I know you guys got the duo qualifiers coming up this weekend. Now that you've seen the stage, what do you think of everything?
I haven't seen the stage from like the outside, but from inside here, it's pretty incredible. I think they did a great job, and I'm excited to play and see how it goes.
So any last words for your opponents today? Maybe a back-to-back Pro-Am win?
Use code KittyPlays.
There you go. Thank you so much. We're sending it right back down to Sundown.
Thank you so much, Kitty. I mean, Hats off to you, TFUE. It's hard to make her speechless, but did it right there. No strangers to the plug. But, I mean, you can tell having a little bit of fun there, telling Cloaksy and Dylan, it's like, hey, if I see you guys at all, I am flying, and I'm not going to let you go. You know what, one thing? I want to ask the crowd right now, who do you think would win in a 1v1? Do you think it'd be TFUE, or do you think it'd be Cloaksy? Let me hear it for Cloaksy. Okay. Well, what about TFUE? You think TFUE would win? Paulo, that sounds pretty definitive.
That definitely sounds definitive. I mean, that's awesome. TFUE is gonna be hunting Cloaksy. That's gonna be interesting.
Now, the real question is, what do you do in that situation if you're Cloaksy? Do you just completely go pick somewhere else? You know, him and Dylan have played before. They're able to find different opportunities, different strategies. I think they'll be successful, but I mean, I'm about ready, Paulo. Are you ready?
I am so ready, Sundown.
All right, hey, crowd, are you guys ready? Okay, that was pretty good. Are you guys ready? All right, that's a lot better. That's enough of the pre-show. That's it for me and Balla for now. We're gonna throw it on over the stage to Golden Boy, who's gonna kick us off. Golden Boy, take it away.
What's going on, LA? Yeah, you're looking good today. All right, everyone, I'm Golden Boy. You may have heard me commentate the action yesterday for our creative showdown, but today we're gonna kick it old school. We're gonna do it right in the island. We're gonna have a good time playing some duos, and I know all of you are very excited to get into the action today. So I have a question for you all. Let's see. Crowd. All right, who do you guys think is gonna win? Do you think that it's gonna be Marshawn Lynch and Ninja? Oh, all right. Or how about Cody Walker and Lachlan? Okay. Well, what about Josh Hart and TFUE? Oh, man. All right. Seems like the crowd is geared up. Seems like you're all ready to go. But enough talk. It is now time to kick things off. So, are you ready? That's what I like to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2019 Fortnite Pro-Am, and it starts right now. Incredible stuff. Once again, huge shout out to our in-house DJ, Mike Realm, for killing it all weekend long. This is the talent team that is going to be bringing you all of the action today. Interviews, breakdowns, you name it. And today, we're going to be playing for $3 million for charity, folks. That's a lot of cash, all for a good cause, and it is going to be an incredible time. But there are two people who are noticeably absent. That's right, that's right. Let's send it over to your commentators. It's going to be Zeke and Monster. Take it away, gentlemen.
What's up, Fortnite fam? Man, that was so weak, Monster. Should we try again?
Try it again.
What's up, Fortnite?
I heard a lot of hype for TFUE, but not enough hype for Ewok, because I want her to represent for the ladies out here today. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop into the format so you guys understand how these guys are going to be competing here at the Pro-Am. So, we have placement points, Zeke.
That's right. Top 15 is going to net you 3 points. The top 10 is 5. Top 5 is 7. And then Victory Royale is, of course, those 10 points. And don't forget, guys, every single elimination is a point. And we talked about that insane prize pool. $3 million. And what's awesome is that everyone is going to take a little bit of that home.
Yeah, so it's not just first place. Yes, you will get a meal for first place, but guys, look at that second, third, fourth, fifth. That is a lot of prizing there that's going to be dished out just across the board. So, you know, honestly, just for coming out, participating, taking time to put into this show today, this tournament, they're all going to be able to contribute to a great cause.
That's right. That is split 2 ways, don't forget. So it's really cool. You know, you're going to get to come hang out with your peers, stomp them out. I mean, play for charity. You know, it's going to be a really good time. We got 4 games lined up. I mean, I feel like, are you guys like pretty hyped for this? Like, I don't know. Are you guys?
Yes, they are, Zeke. Yes, they are.
Now, guys, I was hanging out in the player lounge, okay? And I don't know, you were pretty close. I think you heard. There was a little bit of trash talk happening.
There was a whole lot of that.
Classic Chicken Parmesan here was trying to go head-to-head with Dr. Lupo. I think you guys just want to take a listen to this. Just listen.
Dr. Lupo, your AARP card won't help you here, old man. Guess what? It's Father's Day. I don't care. My gift to you, as the dad that you are, is a Q. Okay, I'm sending you back to the queue, bro. Literally, you stand no chance. Guess what? This isn't a singing and dancing competition, so having Jordan Fisher as a partner isn't going to help you here. When you put 2 average players together, it doesn't beat 1 god-tier player in me. My thickness is so incredible that you shiver when you see me in person. Guess what, Ben? You might be a couple inches taller than me. I'm 6'5", you're 6'7", but today, I'm going to make you look like a little boy on the battlefield. Hop on the battle bus, Dr. Lupo. I know I take up 2 seats because I'm so wide, but I don't even care. You can sit on the floor, boy.
Courage JD looks like poorly animated claymation in real life.
Sometimes things, that was pretty savage, honestly. Like, I was like, dang, that's a lot of smack talk coming out of Courage. And then Dr. Lupo just hit him with the one.
Dude, that
wasn't ready for that.
That was heated. And, you know, not only that, and credits to Lupo, man. He is one of the wittiest people that I know. That is not the guy you want to go kind of toe-to-toe in a little joking frenzy. He will get you.
I mean, listen, Courage JD is pretty wide. He's a pretty thick boy, so Lupo needs to be careful. Now, they've got 2 fearsome competitors. You got Jordan Fisher on one end and Brendan Urie on the other. Both very, very good at Fortnite. Now, you know, I feel like it's probably only fitting that we hear from them, because I mean, like, that was pretty good, right, guys? Like, I mean, in a fight, I want to hear, we'll do this kind of what Sundown did, and in a fight, who wins? Dr. Lupo and Courage, right? So let's first cheer for, do you think Courage JD would win? Okay, what about Dr. Lupo? Again, seems pretty definitive, and I think, you know what, why don't we send it over to Pookie Face and hear from them firsthand after that audience reaction.
Oh my goodness, Zeke, I am down here on the floor with these 2 teams, and tensions are high, I can definitely tell you that much. Now, whether you call it beef, whether you call it chicken parmesan is really up to you to decide. But you know what, there's been kind of some animosity between these 2. Lupo, why don't you weigh on that for me?
Listen, it's not my fault that Courage JD ate all the chicken parmesan before the crowd could have any, okay? Just saying. That's all.
All right. And Courage, how do you retaliate against that? You know, there were some signs in the crowd earlier. How do you respond?
Listen, I'll let my facts speak for themselves, okay? $366,000+ raised for charity in the 2 events here. Top 120 Fortnite earner of all time. Better of the 2 casters between me and Lupo, just ask Epic. And I got the better looking, better singer and dancer of a partner in Brendan Urie. Sorry, Jordan, you're good. But we got high hopes for a living brother, and guess what? We're about to show you what's up on the battle bus, boy.
You just pulled out that Panic at the Disco reference. I do like it. Now, you know, I just got word that there's a picture that we need to show you.
Picture? A picture? What is it? What is it?
There's a picture of Lupo and oh, wow, that is something.
All right, well.
Do you two have a picture like that, Brendan?
We don't need that. They are simply put a pro and an am. Yeah. This man has the looks of Shawn Mendes and the voice of Ariana Grande. We're going to win this thing.
Hey.
And the body of a pumpkin.
Okay.
All right, you know what, Jordan, last thoughts. What do you got to say to these guys?
I have many. Truly, at the end of the day, I'm just hoping sitting so close to Jack, his gravitational pull doesn't pull me away from my keyboard and my mouse. But I think even so, at the end of the day, the cohesion, I mean, you saw it in the picture, right? The cohesion, the practice that we got together on stream this morning. It's a shame. I wonder how long it's been since you guys have played together. But, you know, we're really looking forward to the day. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's for charity. And thank you, Epic, for having us. Appreciate it. BestFortniteDuoEver.com. Thank you so much.
I could not have said it better myself. Thank you boys so much. Hopefully we can get everyone settled down. Zeke, back to you.
Oh my gosh. It is just going on here, Zeke.
I am absolutely devastated. That has happened to me all too many times. But Fortnite fam, we know what you're here for, and that is Pro-Am games. Are you guys excited for some games? That is what I'm talking about. The players are boarding the battle bus right now when we're about to kick things off. We're about to have some of the craziest Fortnite games you have ever seen. You can see everyone getting ready, getting hyped, and getting in the zone. Look at this on the islands, of course. In typical fashion, you know, you hop in the island, you find the biggest group of people, and you emote.
Yeah, you know, I'm always down for a little conga line in the pre-game lobby, but
and in real
right here.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into our game 1 very shortly here, Zeke.
Oh my gosh. What's a duo you're looking for? Actually, Monster, I'm gonna tell you what. Hold that thought for just a moment because Fortnite fam, the countdown has begun. Let's hear you. Let's go! The first match of the Summer Block Party Pro-Am is beginning right now.
This is it. These final moments we've all been waiting for. Just a little look at all the players kind of loading in there. And this is the lovely news shot, right? You get to see the camera, the map, the land-ins. Who will go down first, Zeke?
Well, you know, I think we've had at this point 9 weeks of open qualifiers. Everybody's ready to just take a step back, have some fun. We see TFUE there a moment. Josh
to the
Hart.
block with Josh Hart, and I don't know. I see the map. There's some players there as well.
There's someone else. You've got Ninja and Marshawn there. They're going to Lazy Lagoon. Looks like potentially uncontested as well. Valkyrie and Justin Jones. Looks like that they might be hitting fatal, and there is so many people there.
Everyone's touching down here, and most of these points of interest, these views we're seeing, there's players all over the place.
We've got eliminations coming in. Cypher BK finds first elimination of the game over onto JT Brown. Nick A30 popping up. Laser beam. Joey Bosa as well. There is eliminations happening left and right.
This wouldn't be a Pro-Am if it wasn't some good old action, and this is what we tune in here for, guys, because it is popping off. But first up here, Hannibal's touchdown just outside of the Mega Mall.
So as you saw that in that pre-interview, Hannibal has said collectively he's had 15 minutes total of Fortnite time.
Yeah, I can totally tell with how he's roaming around the side of the map there. Looked like he lost his duo for a second, but it's okay. Hopping over to Valkyrie here, who's doing a nice job canvassing the outside. Justin Jones sticking nice and close. You don't want to split up here. You will get punished for you know, wandering off on your own, I should say.
That's right, and that's pretty good, right? Especially if you haven't had time to build up that chemistry. Just keep your partner close, communicate. That is the key. Look at the loadouts, though. Now, you know what's weird, Monsters? I feel like we've been, you know, the open qualifiers have been hopping in circle 4, 5, and 6 and beyond, and now we're going back to the beginning, back to roots.
Love some good old nostalgic early game action, because this is, or these are the, you know, kind of tidal waves that you get here in Fortnite, the low tides, the high tides, and it all comes down to every single interaction. Here's TFUE, guys, already has an elimination.
I believe that was over on Cray's partner as well, because we saw her there for just a moment.
Yep, and she's hidden somewhere in the block, not making a sound here. This is not the person you want to go against.
Oh, man. Take a look at the first storm circle there. On that top right half of the map, looks like TFUE's going to be pretty close there. Doesn't have to go too far. But everyone else, people down by Frosty, Happy Hamlet, even Lucky Landing, they're going to have to start making that move. Over to Action Jackson and Demarius. They've already got an elimination, but Action Jackson is on 16 HP right now.
He's in a rough spot, and there's someone pushing with the baller, so he's got to be careful. Left the sidewall open, gets taken down there. Dylan Francis.
It's Cloak and Dylan Francis. Look at this. Dylan Francis is playing decoy. He's rolling up in the baller, saying, look at me. I'm Dylan Francis. I'm going to drop some hot tunes on you. And Cloaksy's like, look, pop your head for just one moment. You're going to get popped. And that's exactly what happens.
There's more players here. You saw Demarius just underneath as well. And Dylan Francis doesn't quite know what to do. You saw a little tick right there from the storm flip. But you know what? I think they're just going to count as a small victory. This Cloak is just moving around here.
Wildcat's very close by as well. You got to think he saw that storm flip go off. Look at this. Demarius is like, look, just gonna play this really slow. Don't build anything. Just use that natural house cover. Just crouch down. Keep the footprint here to a minimum.
Listen, in his poor mind, he's like, Action, they brought you here to come help me? How dare you go down so soon?
Looks like Wildcat having a similar, being in a similar situation there. Janina has been knocked out, and so Wildcat's got to figure out what he's going to do. This would have been huge for Demarius if he had gotten to that baller, but Wildcat already on and looking to make those rotations. And don't forget, if he picked up the card, he could potentially go for the revive, the revive over on Janina.
Yeah, good call, and you already saw him kind of pushing up towards the polar peak to make that happen. And oh man, I talk about wanted to see Ewok be successful, but no! Aiden just came out and shut that entire dream down. Aiden making quick work of Kurt Ben Kurt and Ewok.
Aiden, I cannot believe you did that. Ewok taught you how to sign Ghost, and this is how you repay her? I'm so disappointed. Don't forget, Aiden is also a World Cup final qualifier, so he's looking to represent huge. But overall, to Joey Bosa and Nick 830. I think you guys think Nick 830 is pretty cool, right?
Nick 830 is great.
Who's in odds there?
Here it is, talking about my boy Nick, man. He's got some shots there. That player does not have any shield. He's on 3 eliminations. Look at the aggression. Doesn't even care to pop these minis right now. And he got punished. So, down sight from Lemonix.
Now, this is where things get a little difficult, right? Because they're going to start applying pressure. Joey's got to get their very fast builds coming out of Joey. I like this. Now, the question is, do Lemonix and his dual partner, Brian, do they try to get aggressive? You think they're just going to let this revive happen?
I don't think there's much they can do. They're trying to push towards him, but Jimmy's down in the field, so there's something already going on there. Yeah, and that's a heavy sniper. They got to get out of there ASAP. This is not the fight that they want. This is a fresh duo. It's 200 shield as well, or 100 shield and 100 health. They are very, very tanked up right now.
They do not want any of this action, but look, Lemonix, he is hungry. He's like, look, I want the charity money. If he had gone for that shot and landed, it would have been huge. More shots, but nothing has connected. Jarvis finds himself in elimination, and we're still at 38 duels. Monster, don't forget, top 15 is that initial threshold for points. We still got a long way to go.
You know what? I'll tell you this, I'm surprised. There are 71 players still alive right now.
Yeah.
As much action as you saw just kind of unfold and pop off at the start, dude, I didn't think there was going to be that many guys still alive this late in the game.
Yeah, man. Look at this. Pressure plant. You got Grime, you got Airwax over from Solary. Up on that Sky platform, you got Matt and FX Sad. Look at this. FPX Sad, excuse me. They're just chilling, man. They're just farming up as much as they can. Now, don't forget, Airwax as well over from Team Solary. He is a dual qualifier. Their entire roster went through in the, not this upcoming dual qualifier, 2 back. So he's a pretty fearsome competitor. He's ready. He's like, Grime, you got me? And Grime's like, yo, we're about to win the whole thing.
Absolutely. Airwalks, I'm a huge fan of what he can do, and not only the solos, but the duos, right? Back at home when he's out there doing his competition. Team Solari is just a great squad, and no, Grime didn't quite realize he could walk into that little lava pool there.
You know, maybe he's just trying to get somewhere fast. You know, it's okay. He just took the 3 damage. Everything's all good. Someone else is close. We saw the guys drop, and look at this. Airwalks calling it out. Lasering, it's Marshawn! And immediately, Airwax using that incredible precision to rip him out of the sky.
So you know who's close. Marshawn does have a teammate, and that's Ninja, who's right above now, putting fire down on both of these guys. Can he be clutch here? Heavy Snipe comes out, takes a little bit of fall damage. Great grenades down there as well. One is going to connect Zeke.
He's got to try and bank them back so they're fracturing as much of the builds as possible. But look at this. He's like, honestly, I'm not in a great position. Marshawn's already gone. I just probably bad monster, but look at this. They're just keeping him from making a so much too. There's another team from up above.
As he is now backed against the wall. The wall replacement does happen. Combat to the face on Lynch for making the wrong rotation.
A little bit. He probably wanted to try and go for the card because he did have the launcher pad, right? He could have just launched here, and his dual partner, Josh.
He's doing here. TFUE is in the pocket. Safely into distance, putting down fire here. So that's one. Can he get the second? And he does. TFUE with 4 huge eliminations right now. Zeke, every elimination is worth a point.
That's right.
If I had to guess, he's probably in the lead right now.
That's right. There's only so many points. So we've got Airwax, who has 4 eliminations. Nick A30 and TFUE.
Wow.
Tied with 4. Everyone is popping off. Speaking of Nick A30, you've got Jarvis very close by.
This is so scary.
If they're not careful, they could very easily meet their end here. Look at this. And Mayers, don't forget, Mayers is over here on Jarvis's left. He's ready to respond.
Listen, crowd, let me tell you, Jarvis on the controller is absolutely scary. He is so good. If I'm being honest, Nick is probably lucky Jarvis wanted to back up right here because his shot can punish. No, I am not kidding, guys. This will be a very intense battle if it does pop off, but dude, let's talk about our Elim leaders. Airwalks, World Cup qualifier, Nick A30, the largest, one of the largest on the YouTube community for Fortnite, and TFUE, obviously another staple person in the community. They are leading right now and popping off, and not far behind them is Nick Merckx, guys, with 3 eliminations. So it's going down right here.
Controller gang, if you're here in the building, let me hear you scream for Nick Merckx. You gotta send him your energy. There he is on screen. He sends a shot out over on Grime, and look at this. He wants to get aggressive. Kyle, his duo, is down. But look, Nick has been in these types of situations before. He's been competing all qualifier long. And I mean, he's been a competitive veteran across a multitude of titles.
Yeah, but this is crazy. Look at the map, guys. There are so many players migrating to the Sunny Steps area because this is the center of the next safe zone. And unfortunately, Kyle's already gone. If I had to guess, Nick is kind of moving towards what might be the respawn bus, but look at this, just duos everywhere.
He's probably, honestly, not going to get the chance here. You see him right on the other side of Vicstar. Vicstar is here. These are 2 titans of the Fortnite community, and I got to know what is going to unfold right now, because keep in mind, Vicstar is, first of all, Martinstar is gone, but look at his HP. He has not topped back off the 75. Nick, though, he's got that massive HP advantage. Vicstar going to try and use the impulses and make something happen. Look at this. You saw Nick heard it. He's like, yo, there's someone in here. Where are you? I need to shut you down.
Vicstar is sitting so still right now.
I'm surprised we can see more of his face.
This is really cat and mouse, and Nick is the cat hunting right now. Vicstar the mouse in the corner, hidden away in his little tunnel here. But doesn't have a duo. He doesn't know Vikkstar is by himself, right? Safe here, going for placement points right now.
Someone's up above his. And the new safe zone is putting us top. Looks like big both got ballers. This means that they can be very aggressive with the rotations or extremely safe. They can go and hide if they need to, build enough time. Because remember, top 15 is the first round of placements, and we're halfway there.
Yep, TFUE already marking the next zone for his teammate. I love that kind of interaction, just letting him know, hey, this is where we got to get to. And talking about places you want to be, the edge, right? Look at Jarvis here. Jarvis has got 2 eliminations already. He's doing really good.
Look at this. Aiden up on top, doing his best impersonation, rebuilding Tilted Towers on top of Sunny Steps. RIP Tilted. But also, like, what's up, Neo Tilted? I'm about it. 31 players currently in this game. 31 duos, excuse me. 54 players. So check out this safe zone, right? You've got a lot of players already inside on Sunny, but there's even more that are coming in right now because this zone is closing. Another 53 seconds, and then we're going to get a smaller zone to work with.
We see, and normally we kind of hop in right now and just take you guys straight to the action, but this is how intense it is to even make it to these final moments.
Yeah.
Interactions. Shift everything. Okay, but we're looking at the Sunny Steps. Cloak and Dylan Francis still alive, and look who's next to them. It's TFUE and Josh Hart.
Could we see these two go head to head? I want to see this so bad. Look at this Cloak getting maybe a little bit aggressive, trying to scout out. Dylan doing the deal. I like what Dylan's doing. He's watching the other side. He's like, all right, they're out there, you're out there, we've got you.
If Cloak aggravates that duo, they have a heavy snipe. The key to open any box. Might be a huge mistake here, but Cloak just peeking around right now. It's so crazy. They don't know how much danger. All of them don't really realize how much danger is all around them in these moments.
I think what's going to be key here as well is that Storm flip. He's got one in his inventory. We saw some recent changes to it. Now, don't forget, these guys also have ballers. We saw Dylan kind of playing decoy a little bit. Look at this. They're just going to rotate out the back. They're like, you know what? Let's get another position. This is just too hot right now. Let's be able to look at this. There's just people all over the place. It's still so dense.
Yep, and this is where everyone puts on the brakes because you don't get any placement for quite some time, right? The way this format works, you have to play nice and slow to make it to these end games. Every elimination is worth a point, but when you're this far into the late game, it's just too risky.
Oh man, wild card here. Guys, if you're a fan of Tim the Tan Man, let's hear you right now. Send him your energy, he needs it. That's right, crowd. You see, you can tell he's like, yeah, they're cheering for us. That's right, Tim. We love you. Also, happy Father's Day. Quick follow-up there. Now, don't forget, they've got no eliminations, but that's still fine. He's got plenty of time.
You want to know what I observed? They are not together.
They are not.
His teammate is way off on the corner, and they got split up from each other, so that's going to be interesting. RL Grime and Airwalks here. Got to touch base with them down in the player lounge. Grime very just shy. He didn't even want to get on the interview, but Airwalks is all about it. That's what I expect from a World Cup qualifier. Now look at Airwalks leading the push. This is what I love, the pro player saying, follow my lead. Just follow my lead, and bam, yoinks that base right from underneath their feet, and it's his now. He's got some high ground. He did lose his teammate though, unfortunately, but doesn't matter. Grime builds right up. Now they're at 6 eliminations as a team.
Man, this is really good. So I like that Airwax is going in first. You know, Airwax is so comfortable in these situations. He's always been competing again, a qualifier going to the finals in New York City. So he's like, I'm completely happy to go in first, right?
yeah.
I'm either going to run into their pro or their other player, and then at that point, it's like a 50-50, right? Do I take the shot? Maybe he goes on the defensive and just creates a little nest like he did here for him and Grime. Really great stuff. I like to see it. Now, this is where things get fun. All right, this next, okay, cool. The next circle, we're going back into Sunny Steps. Okay, over old builds.
Dude, look at that Elam feed. Loser Fruit just picked up 2 more. She's holding it down. She said she would.
Listen, Loser Fruit, in case you don't know, she is an absolute slayer. She was part of the Llama Record Company yesterday. They won her. We got Jordan Fisher, Courage AD, and Lester, the golden ticket winner. And at the end, the team collectively said Loser Fruit was the person that held off squads by herself. She was the reason we won this entire thing.
That's right.
That's what Courage JD said. I'm just repeating what Courage said.
Hey, I mean, if Courage is to be that humble, then you have to agree and appreciate that response. But Airwalk still has that sniper. He's putting down some shots. Didn't quite connect right there. They're hunting. This World Cup qualifier is on the hunt right now, traveling from across the world, really. Oh, takes up the launch pad. That's the death trap for all these players. Back here, takes out another launch pad. They're putting down pressure. No one's safe now. That's one Elam right there. Can he get a second? That is going to get followed up. He takes out a World Cup qualifier. Bucky goes down.
The action is
Look at the marking,
insane.
another one.
Watch his elimination feed in the top left. You've seen not only Airwax and Grime eliminate people left and right, but TFUE as well. He's on 6 Elams. Airwax is on 7. Nick Merckx and Nick A30 are both in this tied with 5 eliminations. There were still so many players left to be cleaned up, and we're finally getting down nearer and nearer to top 15. Just think about that, Monster. This is the first game and we're not even in top 15 yet.
No one's gotten placement, guys. Top 15 duo is gonna get them placement. There are 20 teams remaining in this game. That means there are loads of people that are solo at this point, already lost their teammate, like Gotaga up top, sitting there by himself right now. Airwalks does have another player knocked right by him. Grime is also very weak right now, so they're in a little 2v2 scuffle in that close quarter right there. This is just a nice little aerial view of everything that's going on the edge of the map. All of your favorite players. Symphony's still in it.
Oh, man.
Lucelka is still in it.
Monster, you know what time it is. It's just about time for that moving circle. We get a nice view at Nick A30. What's going on with him?
He knocked Josh Hart.
Yep.
So TFUE lost his teammate.
But this is TFUE we're talking about. He can clutch up things. Now look, Nick is out of materials. 6 eliminations and only a single magazine left in the AR, but plenty of slugs in that combat shotgun. He's gonna look and try and navigate these and catch players off guard if he can, because he desperately needs materials. A player behind, 102 to the face, that's Cody Walker. He is down.
Nick cannot build right here, Zeke. He's looking for anything.
He needs to make something happen. He needs the material. Cody Walker went down, but he's so far away, and Nick gets traded out by Cyber PK.
Oh my.
A friend. TFUE here with 7 eliminations and materials galore. Ammo, he's got it all, but so does Airwax. These two, and Cloak and Dylan Francis are still in this. Jarvis as well. So many massive names. Aiden here too. Symphony. Muselk, there's so many names. Juju getting dropped. And look, TFUE goes down. Airwalks took him down.
Airwalks is on 10 eliminations. He took out TFUE, took out Juju, and he's still going. He's got the high ground. 900 materials. Someone is behind him. What's he gonna do? Just builds up right now, trying to find a little moment to kind of gather himself, right? Catch back up. And off he goes. He's got shadow bombs. Is he gonna start rotating?
He's got to go perfect. That's right. Let everyone else battle it out. Just ignore them all. You're one duel away. Cloak and Aiden both go down. They go down the crossfire. It's a free-for-all right now, just like you said.
Oh my, can he get this one right here? That's huge. Finds another one. He's at 11 eliminations. He finds someone else in the zone. That's another top 4 situation.
That was Lachlan. He shuts him down. Right now, Airwalks is in such a commanding and powerful position up on the high ground. And don't forget, this storm flip is just eating this entire zone. There's only so much space these players can work with. He's just waiting for a full send. It's Symphony. He shuts him down. It's a 1v1. Who is the other player that's left? Oh! Here it is. He's going to go with the pickaxe.
Oh! Airwalks with the 14 elimination victory for the first game here, Zeke. That is why he's a World Cup qualifier, representing from across the sea.
Airwax, a 14 elimination victory royale, 24 points, and here are those final moments. Symphony cracks Bell, takes him down, and look, Patriot is just on the other side of the wall. He's got to be careful as to how he's navigating. And look at this, Airwax is already on that power position. He's waiting, he's saying rotate. Don't forget, he waited that half second to make sure Symphony felt confident. And then look at this, it was just about textbook closing up the victory royale. Honestly, I thought he was going to try and land for the pickaxe.
Dude,
my heart of hearts, I was like, please don't do this person like that. Don't do it.
It was so close, man. Nonetheless, what a grand finale that was just for that single game. And let's give some credit to his duo. Let's give some credit because his duo, RL Grime, also had 2 eliminations. That was a 16 elims off of just that alone.
Yeah, so don't forget, even though his teammate only had the 2 eliminations, this is a cooperative effort, right?
Yes.
Grime could have been sending shots in, and it's just Airwax that actually cleans up the elimination. So, still though, my goodness, I don't even, first of all, mad props on the dabs, not as good as the micro dab, but still, it's still pretty good. What an incredible first game. That was just the first game of the Pro-Am.
This is the Pro-Am, all right? It's going down.
I'm losing my voice.
That was great.
I'm losing my voice. That's what's just gonna happen tomorrow. I'm gonna have no voice. Now you guys in the audience here in the LA Forum, what'd you think of that first game? That's what I'm talking about. What an incredible game there. We saw TFUE, Cloak, Aiden, Dylan Francis, Symphony, these power
Nick
players.
30 versus Cypher PK. Nick had no mats. That was crazy.
Oh my gosh, dude. 3 more games like this. My heart can't take it. I can't. But we're gonna push through. We're gonna push through. What an insane game. Don't forget to use that hashtag Summer Block Party. Send us your favorite moments. Tell us how you're enjoying this crazy event. It's so much fun. Dr. Luba put it best. I believe what he said, it comes once a year. Ninja said it best. I'm sorry, excuse me.
Ninja said it best.
That was the interview I had with him, I remember.
This kind of event only comes around once a year. You really just got to embrace it, soak it all up. And this is what happens when you put competitive players with, you know, some big profile celebs, man. Anything can kind of go down. We saw at the end there, it turned into a good old-fashioned solo, though, too, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, all right, celebs, you guys hold it down. Wait, it's time to get serious. And it started really punching to the metal right there.
I feel like it's always going to be like that because, like, you got to think if you're like someone like TFUE, right? You're like, okay, I've been playing these qualifiers. Like, I have a set competitive way of playing. You're like, I'm going to relax. And you see, like, a guy, like, 1 by 1 a certain way, like, faster than everyone else. You're like,
you know, it would be Cloaksy? It would be impressive if we can get a serious duo to just kind of stomp all the way through. So, you know, give a little extra shout out to whoever can pull that one through.
yeah, for sure. Now, of course, we've got to send it down to an interview with our winners, Airwax. So we're going to send it right now and over.
Hey Zeke, thank you so much. I am down here with Airwalk and RL Grime, our first winners today out of 4 games. You guys performed exceptionally well. That many eliminations, I don't think any of us thought that we would see it today. Can you walk us through what it was like during that game?
It was easy. It was easy. It's simple as that. I don't know if it was 50 pros and 50 amateurs, but I only saw 98 bots.
Whoa, we got some fighting words already. Amazing job, though. So, RL Grime, one question. What is it like performing music around the world versus performing here and competing on this stage?
Yeah, it's very different. It's nice having a teammate to help you up there. And luckily, my teammate's a beast, so yeah.
Yeah, your teammate is a beast. Well, good luck, you two, going forward. I'm really looking forward to see how well you do in the next 3 games. Thank you guys so much. Back to the casters.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kitty Plays. Man, Airwax is putting in so much work there. If Grime as well, these guys are a fearsome competitor.
Listen, Grime makes music. He might just have to write himself a little symphony of what went down here today for Airwalks because, man, that guy's he's a person, that's for sure. 98 bots?
90, that's
a personality.
That's
right
aggressive.
there.
All right, that's aggressive way, but don't forget, in the interview we had, I was like, hey, you know, like, is there another duo you look at? And I always do this, like, toss out the, like, are you guys the best? You're like, ha, you're the best. He's like, no, I'm the best. I'm Airwax. And I was like, okay. You won first game with, like, 16 elims as a duo, so, okay, all right, I like to see it.
Yeah, and, you know, talk about things you like to see. Let's go ahead and send it down to Sundown, who's got, you know, a little breakdown of some of the things that went down today.
Thank you so much, Monster and Zeke. And I actually had an opportunity to chat with Airwalks and RL Grime right before us, and they were like, you know, I don't really feel like doing interviews that much, but if we win a game, maybe. And then boom, right out of the gate, Airwax said, I'm gonna win the Pro-Am, I'm gonna win the World Cup. It doesn't matter what it is, but now let's take a look into what happened in the last game and a little bit of the action. So first, we're gonna hop on board here with TFUE, see what's up, takes that TAC AR, and then just right away, rips Gray apart. Brilliant shots there, and on board with what ended up being our Victor Royales. You can see Airwalks taking great shots to the sky. RL Grime throwing some shots over, and that was Marshawn Lynch. You can immediately see how Airwalks checks above him, where are those shots around, knowing that Ninja is lurking and around in there. The shots come down. They both make sure they box up, but from a combined effort with Grimes throwing down shots with the AR and then able to take it away, TFUE putting pressure down with that tactical shotgun, what he does best, picking up Do Young Kim, and then Nick A30 going to work, showing off the accuracy of the tactical AR at range. Just brilliant to pick that one up and getting the full elimination onto Xavier Woods. And then Pipe Punk showing off that sniper rifle, the semi-automatic. It gets a lot of error, but Valkyrie caught that one. Yeah, give him a little bit of PogChamp up there. And also, you know, they said Airwalks put in the work, but RL Grime put in the work here, saying, my song for your Adams, well, how about for my builds? Getting a nice little double ramp up, one by one-ing himself out, and editing down and reset. I see you putting on some work there on the side, but brilliantly done. Game one was fantastic, some great moments, but we're gonna throw it back up to the casters at the desk. Monster and Zeke, take it away, gents.
Thank you so much, Sundown. We are back there. Good to see Courage JD looking so good. Dr. Lupo and Jordan Fisher. And don't forget, we've got 3 more games on deck. We're getting ready to head back into the next one. Of course, everyone's reboarding the battle bus. That's the way it works. But really quickly, before we hop into this next game, let's take a peek at the standings. I'm curious to see how things are shaking out for these players. Because Grime and Airwax, I mean,
no
that
surprise.
lead.
Absolutely no surprise there. Airwax way up at the top. But hey, look at through 2nd through 10th. Cloak and Dylan Francis, TFUE, Josh Hart, Aiden lost, Symphony. Did we expect anything different? Nick A30's up there at 8th place. This is awesome for them. They're still in top 10. This is anyone's ball game.
That's right, and it only, you know, this is just the first game. Even if you were eliminated 100th, excuse me, it's not that big a deal. You got 3 more games to show up. You just need a game like this, where you get 26 points, and here we jump to page number 2, more names. Don't forget, everyone's gonna get a little bit of that pie for charity. So many big names, so many more games to hop into. And of course, I cannot wait to get back into the action.
So this is a good question. Are you guys ready for game 2?
I feel like everyone fell asleep or something. You want to try that again?
You want to wake them up again? Is anyone ready for game 2? There we go.
That's what we're talking about, Fortnite fam. You saw top 5. You know how insane these next few games are gonna be. Let's hear it one more time for all the players playing in the Pro and make some noise! And here we go, Monster. 4, 3, 2, 1. The battle bus has launched, and we're coming in over Gus, heading by to Snobby Shores. Almost a perfect cut down the center of the map, and yet again, you get to see all the players' perspectives, see how they're zoned in right now. They want to try and get some of this charity money. They want to be the best among their peers. They want to say we for the Pro-Am champions.
Yeah, not only that, you take home a sweet, sweet trophy. Remember, there's only 2.
That's right. Well, now, so there's 4 in the world, and Ninja and Marshmallow took last year away.
Oh, yeah, they already own those.
So, you mean, if you're like Ninja, I'm thinking, I want to try it. I'd like a second gold pickaxe, you know, then I have 2, and then I can kind of dual wield them. So, I hear some people chanting, let's go Ninja. That's what I'm talking about, of course, of course. But here we go. these players are making their descent. Now the question would be, are they going to swap things up? You think they're maybe thinking, I've got, you know, TFUE landing with me, maybe I go somewhere else? You think just stay the course? What do you think?
No, absolutely. I think my rule of thumb is if you land in game 1 and you get just taken out, maybe give it another game. But if it doesn't work a second time, man, it is time to get out of there. As Brendan Urie takes out Justin Jones.
Wow. And Courage JD shuts down Valkyrie right out of the game.
Listen,
Xavier Woods as well is down.
We just talked about losing in the early game. Nick A30 had so many eliminations last time. This is why. If you land Fatal Fields, he's ready to bring it to you, and it looks like he's got himself a flint knocking. Xavier Woods, man, all that smack talking. Even Royalistic are not doing so hot, unfortunately.
Well, this is Nick A30 we're talking about. Pretty fearsome. Pretty fearsome here, but over on the other side, Courage JD, Brendan Urie, we saw Courage eliminate Valkyrie. She's been gone. That's it. Back in the lobby, waiting for that next bus.
That's right. And Brendan took out someone else there. It was Justin Jones. But over on your right-hand side, guys, here's the format. Don't forget, 15th. We'll get them a couple points. That's a long way out, up to 10th, and then 5th as a duo. And last but not least, that Victory Royale. Every elimination up until that point, or up until then, is worth 1 point. But a little bit of a skirmish going on here is Courage is getting shot up, so he's already lost the shield. He's down to just bandages.
He needs to make something happen, man. He's got to find a half shield, some minis, anything at all, even a med kit to get him back up to the 100. Brendan's in the same position, right? They don't have much to work with. Ammo looking very, very sparse right now. Basically, whatever's in the gun is what they have.
Yep, no shield. Barely anything else. They're in like a weird pinch here. Those players have that high ground. And you know, when a good player lands a shot like that, that just gives them confidence. Like, hey, they don't even have shield. I hit both of them. That's why Taven Bryan's pushing up here. He's got the 100 shield already.
And you got to think, too, as well, right? Like, you send a few shots their way first, and then you waited 30 seconds before sending more shots over. If you don't see blue numbers, which is those shields, you're like, oh, they're probably at 75. Off of whatever we hit them for. So you know they're looking to hunt these players down. They want to shut down Courage JD. Look at this. They're just making rounds. Are they in this house? No, not in this one.
I'm loving these angles right here. Lemonix is just looking around right now. He's on the hunt. Slurper Juice, or the Slurp Juice is already ticking here. So with every second that passes by, his health is going up. Some shots coming in from the side using this little bit of distraction. He's going for that high ground. Little 1-2 right there. It's his now to take.
Only got a handful of builds. Now he's got the drum gun in hand. He also even has the storm flip, but look at this. Tavern finds Brendan Urie. He is gone. Where is Courage? He gets picked up. That's it. Oh! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If I heard this right, Chandler Riggs got a pickaxe elimination. I think we got to go to this replay. I got to know. Chandler, go! Reliving The Walking Dead, saying, get away from me, zombie.
Can he find it? Dude, that was aggressive. Look at him go here, just beating down players. No weapons, doesn't even need them.
Wow, that really was like The Walking Dead, because all he had afterward was a pistol. That's it.
Right.
Back with Ninja. Man.
Oh, his teammate's down.
He's probably just got to abandon him. He's got to say, look, you know what? We're not really in a good spot to take this. Maybe we'll just fail. Now, if you're Ninja, you know, you got to think, I can't let this just go. Look at that. Immediately turns. Muzelk going to take a face full of lead there.
Got to be careful. Muzelk does know how to use those weapons. He's also a daily Fortnite player. Hopping back to the Happy Hamlet one-shot girl.
You know, I'm not going to lie. Very happy to see Julie here. This morning she woke up. She was saying, not feeling too hot. But in the end, she went to the doctor, got it all taken care of, and now she's joining us. Very happy to see her here. So, of course, Fortnite fans, if you're tuning in, please just go send some love her way. I know she'd very much appreciate it, but look at this zone right now. You know, these guys are sitting very comfortably in Happy Hamlet. And, you know, there's this play space they've got to work with. Some of it's in the water.
Ooh, another very weird zone. Super south zone here. Whenever that happens, it typically leads to more congestion, but hopping in with Jarvis, who's got this high ground. We're at Paradise Palms. Jacob lands in a nice little stinker right there. It's going to flush him out. And he's peeking. He knows where he's at. This is more ticks for Jarvis. That's another 15 health. Sends in a second. Doesn't quite connect that time, but least he knows, all right, this box has been flushed out here. Gives his teammate a little bit of time to kind of gather together. Myers is just a little too far here from Jarvis, though.
That's good. I really like, even if you didn't necessarily get a bunch of damage over, you're just using that to buy yourself a little bit of time, collect yourself, meet back up with your duo, and then reassess the situation. Now, Jacob, he's making a pretty aggressive push here. He knows that Jarvis is up on that hill, and he's trying to just be a little more aggressive. He's trying to find an angle if possible, but he's like, look, we don't need to be fighting head on right now. Let's just keep moving. Let's just make it into safety, and then we'll kind of deal with this threat in a little bit.
Yeah, you got to respect it. He's definitely trying to back off right now and see if he can find the prime time opportunity. Maybe bait him in and get a couple shots. That's why he's backing up here, seeing if they can fall for this little bit of a trap to expose themselves. But that's going to kind of diffuse itself. We got back to Cody Walker and Lachlan here.
Now, Lachlan, if you were watching the elimination feed, he just picked up Pokimane. She has been eliminated. Lachlan, codename Elf, codename Locky here. He is hungry for more. He sees the player running there. A few great shots. They're on very low HP, and there you go. Martin Doherty is picked up as well.
And, you know, this is looking like a whole different game. The last one, we were barely at 70-plus players alive. You know, it took a little bit of time, but I think we got that first game jitter out the way. This is only Storm Wave 1. Leading into the second zone here, and look at the shots haven't stopped.
I mean, Lachlan is disgusting, all right? He's ready. He is honed in, looking for more players. But look at this, man. They are in the storm. Now, they don't have too far to go, but this is just damage you don't want to be taking right now.
Oh, and there is a baller there, so see Lachlan running straight for it. He's going to have to dip out on Cody. Sorry, bud.
He's like, I'm going to be okay. Just make it into safety. I think, so Cody, I feel like he probably should have transferred the baller over to Cody just because he's got a shield to work with, but I think he's making this aggressive play because he's trying to get ahead of Cody, just make sure there's no one just ahead of them. Because if they make a wrong rotation, they could be cleaned up off of it.
Yeah, when it comes down to the storm, definitely is, or begs the question, right? Hey, you got a storm flip, you'll be okay for a little bit if you desperately need it. He does have a med kit as well, so yeah, he's okay here, but hopping over with Matt Judon here, and FBX Sad there, and a little bit of a fight. RO Grimes got the high ground, but look who it is. Airbox taking up 2 players. He doesn't care. He's right in the box here. His teammate's gone down. Airbox versus Scarlet and Ellie here. Snickers are coming out. Airbox is chewing it up. Sad actually got the pick there, so this is not looking too good for Airbox. I think too much smack talk in the previous game. Scarlet does take him out, and now Sad's making a full-on push here. FBX Sad. Here comes the dynamite.
That storm flip just gonna minimize the effective play space, force people into Sad's clutches here. He's looking to find another elimination. He's got himself that slurp, but don't forget that's healing over time. He's gotta just wait it out. Another storm flip coming out. Okay, run for the hills. Don't forget this is 5 damage to your HP. And look at this, they've only got so much room to work with right now. Sad finding himself in a little bit of an awkward position. Look at this, News Up gets near. He's like, hello, are you fighting? I'd like some of this, please.
This is just perfect for Sad here. Now he's just turning everything around at this point. Matt needs to jump in here and help his teammate out. Is he gonna be able to do it? Yo, look at Sad with the quick heading right there, showing why he's here today. Hello, representing Bye-Bye Yourself. You jumped into the wrong battle, buddy, as he is still holding it down.
He's going to make Muselk very sad after that performance. Come on, guys, you know I had to. Now, the question is, what happens next? Juju is by himself. He's sitting in a 1-by-1. Now, he doesn't know there's a launch pad. We see the launch pad. Don't tell him. Got Ellie and Scarlet over there, and Sad is down to okay, I definitely know there was a duo I was fighting. Muselk tried to get cheeky and tried to go toe-to-toe with us. Mistakes. Oh, no. Jordan Fisher has been eliminated there in the top left in your elimination feed.
This whole
disaster.
Koa definitely someone to be afraid of. Traveling all the way from South Korea to be here today, but Scarlet and Ellie, man, just you gotta respect Sad. He pushed off 4 players in that situation. Matt Judon, unfortunately, just wasn't doing or contributing too much in those final moments, so he really was up there just kind of putting it all down. Get Ellie here, Scarlet, they're out.
This slipstream is going to be so helpful as he zooms by another fight. He's like, all right, time to start dolphining. This is what we call when you're in the slipstream. You just kind of come out and then kind of go back in, then launch up, and then come back
Para
down.
jogar com se quiser
Now
assim.
over to Ninja.
Ninja tá ali
Look
cooperando.
at this. Marshawn yet again has
Dois
been
caras
down.
na frente dele ali,
So
ó.
Ninja's got to make something happen. Hopefully he picked up the card because there is a respawn van here in Lucky Landing, but look, there's even more players.
Ooh, Ninja and Bucky.
Dois não, Tifão de vem ali.
Already made it.
TFUE is right around the corner.
And Dr. Lupo's right above that as well, but Ninja trying to take on Bucky. No, this is the wrong player to fight.
Caraca,
Bucky's already qualified for this.
Ih,
Oh,
já
he
morreu.
tried. Doesn't even
Caraca,
matter.
meu irmão.
Kenneth and Bucky push right
Que
on through.
isso.
This is why he's going to the World Cup, guys. And that's going to be their first elimination.
You can see too when Bucky picked up the elimination there with Kenneth, there was big smiles. They're like, "That's Ninja. You know that's a confidence booster."
Yes, I got to meet Bucky's mother and Bucky. We did a little bit of a interview earlier today, and she said she's his biggest supporter. She almost said, I believe word for her, said, I fangirl for my son, and that's her biggest supporter. But
that's so awesome.
That's the kind of support you love to see in the Fortnite community. But
You know,
around here,
I'm curious. What's our boy Dr. Lupo doing? Let's take a moment to see. So remember, Jordan Fisher got picked up. There he is, giving the finger gun. I like it. Loadout's looking pretty good. He's got that single shadow bomb if he's got to try and make himself to safety. So if I'm Dr. Lupo, I'm thinking, all right, what do I need to do here to get placements first, right? Let's at least make it into that top 15 first. Then I'll look to pick up elims. You know, people are not going to really be paying attention to a single player if he's playing it right, playing it slow, playing it a little bit sneaky. But I mean, there's still quite a number of big names left in the lobby. Aiden, Lemix, Patriota, Nick A30, Cloak, KU, Lachlan, Bruce Brown, just to name a few, Nick Merckx as well.
That's right, and don't forget, guys, if you see something you like, make sure you guys use that hashtag SummerBlockParty and hit us up on social media, guys. We love to see the clips and those interactions. I'll be sharing everything that comes my way. But we saw some players hiding. It was Scarlet who's in the field, and they turn Cloak now. They're sending off some fire shots here. Jacob sending in the dynamite. Nice little window play here. He's got that right camera peek. Is he going to be able to find another opportunity? There's one. Well, just kind of putting in some pressure.
Yeah, their team was ready. They heard, you know, if you're playing Fortnite for any extended period of time, you know what that distinct dynamite sounds like. 70 over onto that player, though. That wasn't blue numbers. So the question is, how much shield do they have left? Were they on 100? Were they less? Jacob wants
he already knows. He hit the dynamite, so he's going in right here. Look at, he's just trying to get this shot, and that's one! Great shot on Douglas! He took the wall so quick!
And now look at this. Someone else trying to build above him, and Jacob is saying, look, there's someone trying to aggress. Got to build.
Cara, eu acho
make
que é
sure
solo,
we get
velho.
around him, but do it in a good way
solo,
to make
pô.
sure we get this next rotation safe. And look at this. Jacob's like, look, we got to start
Tá
making
me
our way
escutando,
over.
Henrique?
Come on, make your way over to me.
Se estiver me escutando,
Power,
fala
though.
aí na live.
He's in a tough spot right now.
Hey, but I love it. They just counted it out as a huge victory for them, right?
Olha
You know
o
what?
Flex
We got
power
the
aí.
Elim. Just gotta back out of here now. Bye-bye to your
Flex
teammate.
não
Get
matou
some fresh
ninguém
loot.
ainda, né?
And they're
Olha
off.
como
They're
tá
off. They're gonna
concentrado.
get the next
Puta
zone.
sério.
And Flake, man, if he gets too aggressive, you gotta understand this guy already took good care of your teammate. Oh, that's what happens. Jacob says, he didn't forget about you, buddy. Thanks for coming this way. And takes him right out the game.
So while Connor's in here, like, all right, you know, we should probably make this rotation.
Não sei dizer se é solo ou não,
I'm
cara.
gonna watch this guy. All right, yeah, no, he's like, listen, like, yeah, we'll make the rotation, sure. Blah, God, Ewok here, check it out. Over with Kurt. Just waiting, biting. They've got a launch pad when they need to bail. Looks like Kurt also
Tu tá
has
escutando a minha
that
voz, Henrique?
RPG in hand. Look at the loadout coming in right now. Ooh, I like it, I like it. And they're in the current safe zone, feeling pretty good.
And I love this right here. Ewok rocking that Falcon jersey to represent her teammate, Ben Kurt, who's on the Falcons. That's pretty cool right there. A little bit of extra love right there. You can see she's throwing out a couple pings right here, trying to communicate with their duo. For an opportunity here.
I like that Ewok is pre-editing things. She's waiting. She's not confirming it. She's saying, if we need to bail, I've got the editing ready. Here we go. Launch pad comes out. That's the kind of things, those little things are going to help level up your gameplay when you're playing Fortnite. Now, here we go. Ewok looking to get aggressive. I mean, look, we know Ewok is insane.
She's about to show you guys why. Someone's letting out some shots. Her teammate is split up. What's she going to do? She's got to back him up here.
look at the thought process there as well. We know shots are coming in, and instead of her trying to figure out where the player's going, she's trying to reinforce their
Meu áudio tá
making
baixo, minha
sure
voz tá baixa.
this is as stable as possible. You hear explosions. She's going to pass over some half shields here, some of the minis, excuse me. And now this is where things, and what's good too, is they're in the next safe zone. There's, oh gosh, Nick A30 is here.
Oh, it's Nick who's bothering them over in the box.
Oh goodness. Okay,
this is gonna be a good battle here.
Aprender a jogar aqui com esses caras, velho.
See unfold in just a bit. Ewok messing with a couple edits, trying to decide where she's gonna want to be.
Got another
See
minute.
a couple fun facts about the player Cam. Ewok, a 13-year-old streamer. I think you're the youngest Fortnite player here at the Pro-Am. So the youngest competitors in the scene here. No!
Oh.
Nick wins the exchange right there.
Back. It was very close, but Kurt, you got to do something. You got to go quick. Start applying pressure.
He's trying, he's trying. Oh, so close. Kurt almost won the exchange right there, but Nick was just a little faster on the draw.
Patriota tá aqui. E agora vem Patriota, Flakes, Power.
Nick had a fantastic last game. Was only shut down because he didn't have materials. You guys tuned in a little late. But he made it all the way through to end game, and now look, they have 4 eliminations already. Don't forget, they're also in the top 10, like literally on the leaderboards, the standings. So showing you guys why. So take a look at TFUE's.
Rapaz, aquela configuração aqui na internet do TFUE nunca é a configuração dele. Olha a velocidade que ele mexe a câmera, velho. É muito rápido.
An abundance of material, sitting on a nice little perch with a bird's eye view, waiting for enemies to make a mistake. He is so good at capitalizing on any little error that enemy players make. If they make a wrong edit, if they make a wrong build, a wrong rotation, he is always in the right place, in the right mindset. That Josh Hart and him are going to begin their rotations there. Now, I always say this, don't forget, top 15 is the first round of Blazing points. We need another 7 duels to fall before those points come out. Jordan Jones and Gotaga going to be picked up there in the elimination feed. And look at this next half in, half out, man. That circle is dangerous.
It's better than going south, though, because at least they're going to stay on the land. So you got to count your small blessings while you can right there. Now another look here. TFUE always got those front row tickets.
He's always he was like, I'm sitting up on this perch. I'll tell you what, let's come over here and build a new perch. This is my home.
Chris Thompson's got that minigun. He doesn't have a lot of ammunition. He's actually really hurting here. Fortnite term, we like to call this shambles. He is in shambles.
They want an elimination. They need something. Because, like you said, man, they've got basically nothing to work with. Now, he's probably calling out this enemy team here in front. You gotta think Dank Ops is probably up on the high ground just above him. Just getting a nice little, surveilling the land. You know, who do I think I see? I recognize these types of builds.
He's just looking all around. He's like, oh no, slips out the build.
Oh, meu Deus, suicida se matou, velho.
Gave a little too much pressure.
É, não é solo não, que o cara não morreu.
He's looking at his team like, man, I'm so sorry.
Olha pra ali a safe como tá, meu irmão, a quantidade de gente. Que é isso?
What the task at hand, you know, what was in front of him. Look at this, Aiden. He's ready, man. He's swooping in like an eagle, just taking away the high ground from everyone else.
Aiden is our number one elimination leader in this current round so far, guys. He's at 5 elims. Oh, that's a storm flip. It's pushing him way up top. This is scary because the higher he goes, the more unsafe it becomes if it's not held up by too much.
He's got to be real careful.
Aquele Aidan, ele brocou ontem no
You know, making the quick
primeiro dia do Black Summer.
Pretty tough. Nick Merckx, though, going to be picked up by Connor Bell and
dupla,
Jacob and shut out of the lobby, especially at a top 15. You hate to see it. More eliminations coming in. Josh Hart as well. Goes down to
cortado
power.
no ar. Valeu ele aí, o Aidan. Esse cara brocou ontem, velho.
Dude, I see Bucky all in the Elim feed as well right now. So Bucky looks like he's having a great game. Out comes the Rift to go. Oh, it's time to rotate.
Lachlan picks up Closey. Wow. And look at this, Lupo finding more eliminations as well.
Here's the focus. Aiden says,
ele e outro japonesinho do time dele, velho. Os caras cortam mesmo no ar.
He does have material to hold it as well. Nick A30 still in the game. You see down there, Symphony as well. So many players still alive. TFUE still in this game. He's got a baller.
Só se protegendo, quebrar a bola dele.
Aiden lands right on top of Power. Power and wins the exchange. Down goes Power. It's his high ground now. You can see Lost King lands right inside with this duo. Kind of finishes him up. So Aiden is doing so good right now. They have 7 eliminations now.
Man, Rob is doing so good working with Aiden, you know. When we talk
A
to
dupla
them
dele
in the
ali,
player
pô,
lounge,
Lost
he's like,
Kings,
look, I know Aiden.
que é a dupla de
Aiden's very
Aiden.
good. Whatever he does, I'm just gonna follow, right? And you can see they're playing so well together. Whatever Aiden calls, Rob is ready to follow up on this.
Falar o cara não erra tiro não, mano. Ó, derrubou o Nick a 30. Esse Nick a 30 acho que é BR, né?
He's gone. He's been eliminated. That duo is out, especially at the top 5, but it's okay. Look how many big names are still left. Bucky, KU, TFUE,
Olha pra aí, Lost King, a dupla de Aiden caiu, velho. Que isso?
He's in this game right now to win it. He just took out another player. Aiden is on it and he's got the high
Aiden vai
ground.
levar, velho.
TFUE goes down to Bucky.
Demora. Olha lá, levou mais um.
KU's still in this game.
9
It's a
kills.
1v1 now. Bye-bye KU. This is Aiden versus Bucky 2. World Cup qualifiers going toe-to-toe right here. What's he gonna do? This is like a little bit
Eu
of a
falo, velho,
playground
Nick vai ter
battle.
trabalho
He's
pra pegar um
holding
cara
it high
desse, viu, velho?
You know, it's a nice little
Ele
1-2.
também
He does have
ruxa, velho.
700 material as well.
Ó,
Still,
ó.
no cartwheel.
Caraca, humilhando, meu irmão.
Aiden
Que é
here, he
isso,
wants
galera?
this. He's so hungry for this extra
Que é
points coming out.
isso?
He gets cheeky. The shot
Cara
missed, but it's
humilhando.
okay. Right now, Aiden's got health advantage. Bucky's is about on 100. Okay, excuse me, 85 effective HP.
Look FPS ali,
He
só
wants this. Look
travando
at
na
this.
bola.
Aiden's just
Ele
supplying
também tá bem, ele tá com 6 kills. Ele não vai cortar ele.
Damage over on the shields. Bucky's down and nothing.
Matou, ganhou. Caraca, 10 kills, meu irmão. Brocou muito. Que é isso? Rapaz, o que esse cara fez, velho. Esse Aiden tá jogando o fino do fino, velho.
Who was stone cold. We saw a little cartwheel there. He's gonna say, hey, listen, this is nothing. I got this high ground. He felt really good about it.
Ice in the veins. Let's take a look at that again and just look at Aiden. He is so ready to isolate Bucky. Everything he's doing is forcing Bucky here to make a mistake. And in the end, Aiden capitalizes, forcing him out of the storm, and it's enough to close it all out.
Ele só matou por causa desse danozinho aí que tomou,
This
viu?
is just like a little taste of what the World Cup is gonna be like, because the skill is real, the energy is real. Loving the crowd reactions right now. That was a fantastic little ending right there, and Aiden takes the game.
É, ele tá jogando no controle, velho. No PS4. Imagina que absurdo, velho. O cara tá brocando no controle do PS4. Vou mandar mensagem pra um brother aqui.
Rob's right behind, ready to finish off eliminations, pick up materials, pick up weapons, ammo, and just keep that momentum moving forward. And that's what helped them get that dub. Rob,
O Lecoman, vai ver o que o cara tá fazendo no campeonato aí no controle. Acabou de matar 10 caras, velho. Matou os caras no nível de TFUE. TFUE também tá na partida. Ninja. A galera aí, velho. O cara brocou e ganhou a partida, velho.
Love Fortnite, love these moments, these interactions. You know, that end game was stacked. KU, TFUE, Aiden, Bucky. I mean, I talked about I'd be happy if a duo made it all the way to the end. Shout out to Lost Kings.
Não, ele joga no controle, mas é no PC conectado, porque ele tem mais FPS.
To Rob right now with Pookie Face, who's standing by with an interview, and Rob, I
Cara,
just want you to know you're
jogou muito, velho.
amazing.
Que é isso?
Did you hear that, Rob?
O cara pega o controle e bagaçou, velho. Deve ter outras partidas ainda aí. Daqui a pouco começa a próxima. Sempre que sai um campeão de uma partida, eles fazem essa entrevistazinha ali básica e tal. Pergunta o que ele tá achando do campeonato.
How does it feel to be in the stadium playing with all of these fans here?
Oh, it's the most amazing feeling ever, being around all these content creators and, you know, celebrities, and the crowd is amazing. Let's go! I'm so happy to be here. This is like such a great moment. With this. Oh, I love this.
We love having you as always. Now, going into the next game, I know earlier we kind of talked about you were just going to follow Aiden around and do what he said. Is that going to continue to be your strategy?
Yeah, I think anything he says, I'm
Camisa
just
do cara
going
toda
to do
amassada, velho.
it worked the first time, worked the second time, so I'm going to keep following his orders.
Well, if it's not broke, don't fix
Parecia
it,
Aiden
right?
ontem, ele
And
brocou demais,
finally,
velho.
you know, this is a lot of money on the line for charity today.
É, mas
Aiden,
ele fez
tell
o
me about
Way
the
e tá na
charity
partida,
you're going
man?
to
Tá
be
jogando?
donating towards if you win.
Não sei se ele tá
My
jogando.
charity is the Wounded Warriors. Shout out to my grandpa and my dad. They're
Vou mandar
vets,
mensagem
so
pra galera aqui.
love the vets. You know, you can never go wrong with that.
I agree. Well, thank you guys so much. Good luck in your next game. Zeke, Monster, back to you.
Rob's sitting here talking like he's following orders. He is absolutely wrong. Rob, it's not following orders. You're just cooperating with your duo. I know you're secretly the mastermind, Rob. I'm on to you. I mean, see you.
We saw it at the Creative Showdown. The best teams kept quiet when it came down to exposing strats. So, you know, give him a little kind of, nah, man, I ain't doing nothing. I'm just following Aiden.
Yeah, I'm just following Aiden. You know, Aiden's been the one getting elimination. You got to think if, like, I'm Rob. I'm like, they're at 99. Hey, Aiden, there's someone wounded over there. Yeah. Great Elin, Aiden. Of course, we're just kidding. Aiden is phenomenal. That's why he is qualified for the World Cup Finals coming up. But, man, what a powerful duo. If they have a repeat performance like that, I'm going to be losing my voice. Actually, it's already happening slowly. I hope no one can hear it. I'm embarrassed about it.
You gotta hold it down, Zeke. Contain it, because there's so much going on. But, talking about things going on, let's
Não, o Xaxote eu vi ontem. Mas tem esse, não sei que lá, esqueci o nome dele, não sei o que, é 30. Esqueci o nome agora, Ninja é 30 não, Nick é 30. Acho que é BR também, pô. Viu, Roberto?
With another impressive performance, and I mean, so far, the tail of the tape has been those World Cup qualified players absolutely dominating the competition. Let's take a look at some of the gameplay they were able to show in the last match. But first, we're going to kick it off with FPX Sad and what they were able to do to the previous match victor. So you see him throwing out the grenades, actually picks up RL Grimes, saying you can catch that one, and then pushes forward and is able to take him out. That was the partner of Airwalk, so managed to throw a little bit of a stick there in their game plan, and then followed it up with another great elimination. Just watch him edit down right away, finds the combat shot, and picks up Musel. Brilliantly done there from FPX Sad and his partner, but now on board here with Kenneth Farid and Bucky, just recently signed Envious, but you can see Kenneth push right in and take out Ninja, but Aiden would not be overdone again. The only controller player in the world so far to have qualified for the duos portion of the competition, but Bucky says you can hold this, hold my pickaxe, picks up the double there onto Jarvis. Brilliantly done, and we would see those end up matching up later. But now look at a quick little edit coming out from Jacob, able to push in and find Nick Merckx and just barely.
Fala, Kaique, rapaz, Kaique, você não viu o que o cara fez aqui, mano? Ganhou a partida, o Aidan. Esse japonesinho tá levando tudo, velho. Não sei se ele é japonês, daqui a pouco o cara é coreano, daqui a pouco é japonês. O cara tá muito monstro, velho. Muito monstro. Aqui o cara aprende o que é ser bicho. O cara ganhou no controle, Kaique. Nem acreditei, velho. No controle, jogando contra Ninja, TFUE, esses caras aí que é insano. Vai mostrar aí o que o cara fez no final. Fora os malucos que se matou, né? Morreu de queda.
Alright, well, I mean, now that is one good example of communication. They were able to figure it out. They were in the basement and they kicked it out of there. So we got to see how one of these duos communicates. Let's take a little listen in to how another duo ends up communicating with Nick A30 and his partner.
Oh, he just RPG'd me. Be careful. They're gonna start pressuring. Got one down. Getting pressured.
He's low. He's no shield.
Okay. Nice, Joey. Let's go, dude. Okay, let's try to get all this stuff. I think the other person's mask fell down, so let's just not even worry about it. We just got.
And you can see they're not dropping any of the info. Brilliant communicated from Nick A30. He's all about educational commentary, making sure you level yourself up while getting it out there. Him and his partner, Joey, able to clean that one up. A fine example of how you work together. The two matches so far have been incredible. We have two more, and we're going to throw it back up to the caster's desk with Zeke and Monster. Gentlemen, take it away.
Thank you so much. Sundown, we are back. We're hanging out here at the Pro-Am. In case you're just tuning in at home, welcome. Hope you've had an incredible Father's Day. Of course, shout outs to fathers across the world. Now, after these first two games, Monster, I think it's time to look at the standings. You know, what has shaken out? We saw Airwax clutch up a big win, but after game number 2, are they still in first? They are not.
Oh, it's Aiden who takes that first place. The king of communication, Nick 830's up in 5th as well, and just take a look at that. Bucky had a great game that last round, a little bit of consistency.
Yeah.
Gonna pull him up to 3rd as well, and Airwalks just kind of bumped down. They could not earn any points that round right there, and that shows you consistency is going to be everything. Not just one big kind of game is going to hold you up here.
Right.
You got to play all 4 relatively good, or you're going to fall behind.
That's right. A lot more consistency has to come out of Airwax, but again,
No
more
controle,
players here.
no
Your top
controle.
three currently.
Até agora eu tô
Fortnite
besta.
I got a
Fala,
question
Josué.
for you.
E aí, meu irmão?
You guys know Peely, right?
Eu no controle, velho.
Banana guy?
Absurdo.
You guys know Peely, right? Have you ever wondered how Peely came to be? I can show you how Peely came to be, all right? We've been debuting these across all weekend. You saw the one of Jonesy on the island. But now, in case you didn't see it, I want to show you how Peely came to be.
Esse videozinho tá massa, eu vi hoje.
Those are cute. I love it. I like it. I like it. We'll be debuting more of those over the weekend. Maybe you were here yesterday. You got to see some, but we're going to have more to show. But of course, Fortnite fam, after those 2 games, they were pretty heated games. I think we need to go to a break, all right, a little short break. But stick around because our house DJ, Mike Realm, is going to be spinning. So Mike Realm, take us out.
Let's fly out to the lobby. Let's fly out to the lobby. Let's fly out to the lobby to get your squad some nums. Burgers from dirt to munch. Tacos Royale with brunch. Red juices a tasty treat for Lil Whip, Peely, and Pizza Pete. Let's fly out to the lobby to get your squad some nums. Let's fly out to the lobby to get your squad some love.
Mal que demora, dá uma enroladazinha pra começar, velho. Intervalozinho aí. Esperar voltar, né? Tem campeonato, meu filho, é um evento gigantesco, Kaique. Aí vai ter campeão por pontuação, pô. Cada partida gera uma computação, uma pontuação. Aí é tipo arena, pô. É igualzinho a arena, tá no intervalo agora. Daqui a pouco volta. Aí tá no intervalo. As paradas comediosas aí, velho. A banana mandando mensagem. Olha aí, velho. Deixa eu ver se eu consigo mandar aqui na... Jogar na Anima Live aqui. Opa. Não consigo transmitir. Rapaz, os caras gastam dinheiro da zorra com essas publicidades do... Quê? Fingindo que é um bonequinho de posto. Gastam dinheiro lerdo com essas publicidades aí. Esperar voltar aí, né?
The behemoth threat looms from beyond the horizon. To stand against it, each of us, master and recruit alike, will choose our own path. Whatever it is you seek, every hunt offers the chance to earn glory, trophies, or at least a battle scar.
Dauntless. Esse jogo é legal, eu joguei ele.
An outpost at the edge of the world
Legal, mas enjoa.
our home.
Seus brothers não querem jogar. Tá jogando sozinho,
And as
é
long
tenso.
as we draw breath,
Cara, eu faço live na Animo TV, cara. Tem uns 600 seguidores lá. A galera joga comigo todos os dias. Às vezes eu faço aqui no YouTube, mas aqui eu tô mudando pra cá agora.
back against them. And we do it in style. The behemoths are changing, evolving. And so we forge new bonds, together, one hunt at a time. Live on the edge of every moment, Slayer. Live for the hunt.
Hey guys, Muscle Defense here, down in the player lounge, and I'm joined with Pokimane.
All right, what's up, Fortnite fan? We're hanging out with Wildcat. How you feeling, W? Are you excited?
Still got some butterflies in my feet, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
What do you think about the format?
Honestly, I'm really excited for this format because I know no one has really played it yet.
Don't you think Courage has a little bit of an advantage there? He's kind of cheating. He's on the casting team, so like...
I think Jordan Fisher's on his team too, and they already have pre-built synergy. They've played together a ton, but you know what? That doesn't mean they're gonna win.
Any strategies going into this?
Take first place. Run it home.
Yeah, creative mode is like right up my alley. I've been doing stuff like that in different games for the past few years, so I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm going to do really well.
What's your favorite emote?
Gotta be Billy Bounce. That or Knee Slapper. Both are really good. I cannot do either, though.
Yeah, I can do like that one.
Boom, there it is. Now, last year, the Pro-Am, you got to hang out with Logic on stage. We need to talk about that.
The Logic thing was just a monumental moment. I still can't believe it. I show it to everybody. My parents show it to everybody. I'm forever grateful for that moment. Really being able to just to show them how it's done, you know what I'm saying?
I know your teammate is sick, so do you know who's going to be replacing him?
Yeah, actually, it's gonna be Maddie. She's a pro player for Gen G, so I know she's good. At the end of the day, it's still a really good player for another good player, so yeah.
Any fighting words for the enemy teams?
They ain't ready for it. They ain't ready for the shine and the splash and they flash lights. They ain't ready for it. They ain't ready.
Guys, I'm blind. I'm going to send it back your way. Thank you so much, Javier. Oh, God.
shout out to Mike Relm, our in-house DJ, for spinning all weekend long for the summer block party. And for all these people in the venue who just got themselves a nice boogie down supply drop. You gotta love it. Welcome back, everybody, to the Fortnite Pro-Am. I'm Golden Boy alongside Monster D-Face, Boricua Boys, back at it once again. And we're looking forward to calling games 3 and 4, the conclusion of our second Fortnite. Great games today, man. Like, I've been watching in the back, blown away. Pressure, and that is exactly what I wanted out of this.
Like me, because this is my first crowd I'm, gassing for. But let's jump into the standings, guys, and take a look at, where our competitors are standing here, Golden.
Aiden is going to be sitting at the top with one of the members of Lost Kings. They'll have 1 victory royale, 16 eliminations, and 31 points total. Aerox and RL Grime, off of that stunning game 1, will sit at 2nd place. Perhaps they can climb and take the top spot yet again. You also see likes of TFUE and Josh Hart, Symphony, as well as Jordan Lachlan with Cody Walker. Then as we go further down low, you start to see some players not out of it quite yet. We still have 2 games remaining, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of our top players, I should say, are going to be cooking up for us here. A lot of strategy talk, a lot of discussion regarding what they're going to do going into game 3. But ladies and gentlemen, the forum, are you ready for game 3? Oh, no, we got to do that again. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Everyone's geared up. They're loading into the island. The countdown is going to begin. And Monster, I have to say, there are some threats out there on the island. Who are some of the players that you want to see dominate in game 3?
Yeah, I've already talked up Ewok at the start, so I'm going to let her kind of chill for a second. But let's start to talk about Bucky FPS and Kenneth Fareed, who are standing in 3rd place right now. But Golden Boy, we're loading into the game right now. Here we go.
That's right, folks. Game 3 underway. Let's see who's going to come out on top with that coveted victory royale. And there you see all of our players starting to populate on screen. And, this has been such a fun event. Been talking to a lot of people here, asking them who they want to win. And, a lot of people have told me they want Ninja, Marshawn Lynch to win. And I get it. I totally get it. But there are some quality players also that are out there that a lot of folks may not know about, just like, mentioned Airwalks from Europe. This guy is so good, so talented. And a huge shout out to RL Grime, his teammate, because he knows how to throw down in some Fortnite, Monster.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. And like I said, I was talking to him in the player lounge. RL Grime was so shy. He was like, nah, dude, I don't want to do this interview. But, Airwalk stepped up to the plate. To see them come out here and start slinging down, that is actually one of the best things. You least expect it. But
had a conversation actually with Vic Star and Martin Star earlier about some of their more creative strategies, if you will. Fortunately for them, they got caught by a boombo that hit both of them. And when I say boombo, I mean literally one shot on a boombo actually took both of them out in, I believe it was game 2. They're trying to get a little crafty with it, play the outside game, and I say that literally because their strategy, from what they told me, has been to build up as much materials as they possibly can and then build around the edge of the island to wherever the circle is going to be. Not the best strategy?
Definitely not there, Golden. Put this into context. They want to get materials, and then side of the map?
That is correct, sir.
Oh boy.
It is. Did not have the heart to tell them that it was a bad idea. I felt like they had. But we're gonna glance past.
Hoje, essas paradas dando essas travadas aí. Volta, filho. O que foi que teve? Uma raiva quando cai, uma raiva. Peraí que eu tô voltando, tô voltando.
JT Brown and frags.
I'm impressed with JT Brown. You want to know why? because I've been competing for a very long time, my friend. And JT Brown showed up repping a jersey. I love that. When you're out there playing with a jersey, you know it's game time. You know you're serious, and you're out there to win. That's what it's all about.
That is right indeed, but oh no, Dr. Lupo and Jordan Fisher here already have taken out Hannibal. They're hunting for Jarvis. We saw Jarvis. This is his landing spot. He likes Paradise Palms. He's been ran out of here. Reckless do, he didn't have it. He's pushed out of dodge. Jarvis is going up here. Oh, it's actually Myers who's his teammate there. So Jarvis and Myers are still here.
Yeah, still hanging around. Dr. Lupo,
Dr. Lupo vai se bater com o Jordan.
Right in front of him, tensions building
Ah, não, deu uma dupla, né?
as everyone waits,
uma dupla.
edge of their seats. What is going to happen? Jordan Fisher, no slouch when it comes to Fortnite. Placed 4th in last year's event. He also games Fortnite pretty regularly.
Esse modo aí é uma fendazinha.
On YouTube, I believe he
É bom demais,
calls his
né?
community Fish Fam.
Fish Fam.
Which I'm mad, he should have been the Fish Fam yesterday, but instead he was Llama Record Jump.
And I mean, lucky he was because they took first in the creative showdown.
That's
so
true. That's true.
Nice little accolade to put into his.
If there was one player, though, Monster, in this instance, really, it's Jarvis. That is the one that I would be so concerned about if you're Dr. Lupo and Jordan Fisher.
Oh, yeah.
That's just not an easy one to deal with, not an easy player to deal with. But what's really nice is a vending machine that's a gift that keeps on giving. You got yourself a purple combat shoddy, a coveted weapon, something that you'd want to have in the early game, and Reno Washio is going to be around the outside here with Lowry right next to him. Where's Bell at? That's my concern. Where is Bell going to be positioned right now?
Yeah, from a look of it, like Washlow might have just
freezed
off. No, it's the wrong turn right there. Going to be shot.
Oh no!
Oh, the sandwich.
She seems like such a kind soul. How could you do that? Man, that is rough. Struggle City, population 1.
But hey, good sport, big smile on her face as she understands. She, gave it all she got right there. And
there are a lot of players that this game's been out for so long now that players have really just improved. They've grown, and the quality of player in general has just skyrocketed from even where it was for last year's Pro-Am.
Yes, just to see in today's event, like we're going to move in zones here. It's not like, oh, everyone's going down and by storm wave 5 or 6 the game's over. No, it's going to 7, almost 8.
Yeah.
Surprising. And then Yuri and Courage JD here. Still in the game, little bit of baller action. We know Bell's up at the Polar Peak area. Marky Lacuris is over at Frosty Flight, so all kinds of players nearby. He's got to be careful. He's trying to catch up to Courage.
Other names that are still going to be in this as well. Tim the Tech Man, Aiden, our winner from the last game. Nick A30, Typical Gamer, Action Jackson, as well as Dr. Lupo, Ewok. Those are just some of the names that are going to continue to remain as some of the action has slowed down here. And there's Typical Gamer, as I had mentioned earlier, with Jimmy O Yang. Maybe they could bust a move on the dance floor.
This is the place to do it. Jimmy.
He's got the bush. Never trust the bush.
Yeah, the bush works, man. Take that shot and be okay, so it's definitely worth holding on to. And whoa, Typical. Greedy guy, maybe you want to take care of Jimmy, give him the baller. You already got the 2 Elands. Yeah. He says, nope, I'm going to use this baller, man. Looking out for himself here. See how that ends up turning things around, but
they are going to be right next to this, the air highway, right? So they will be able to use this and get around the map.
Slipstream is great for rotations. Those of you guys are unfamiliar with the zone is coming from the left side all the way to the right side of the map. Marshawn Lynch and Ninja still in the game.
And looking for a target. Marshawn Lynch, if he connects with someone here, that will be crazy. Highlight of the Pro-Am, hands down. Beast mode.
He's looking for it. A hard scope, not a
gotta be careful,
not a piece of fear in him. He's just sitting still, doesn't care. It's all good.
You gotta be careful, man. I mean, there's, luckily for them, by Lazy Lagoon, there's no one there, but I hate when just standing on the outside like that. It gives me anxiety. I freak out. I can't do that.
It's a big no-no in the Fortnite world, but who cares? He's Marshawn Lynch. He's here to battle. He's got his partner Ninja. Ninja's putting down some shots here. Marshawn doesn't quite know where Ninja's firing him, but he's looking for it. He's trying to see if anyone's in that slip.
Oh, there they are right there. 2 players and another one can be inside of the ball. It doesn't connect with the shot. Marshawn Lynch hit 75 blue. Nice tag there from Marshawn Lynch. The baller, though. Player gets back into it, and now the shots are starting to come in. And Ninja has to support his teammate. He's going to go into the baller, and I respect that. But you got to support your teammate. Maybe build him a little 1-by-1 a ramp, just to give him something to cover himself with. And he's going to give Marshawn the baller. What a good guy. Leave it to Ninja. Good guy, Ninja.
Now I was just reading the lips of Marshawn. He said, oh, man, I was so close. He almost hit that headshot, but he's got to feel good, you know. Get your hands a little dirty here, showing that he's going to put up some damage too, right? Put up some numbers here. Just off. Try to figure this baller thing out.
Action Jackson.
What are you doing?
You deep. Look at them. Demarius and Action Jackson. Wait a minute. Hold on. No, this isn't going to happen. Surely this isn't.
This is an ambush, dude. This is an ambush waiting to happen here.
This isn't how it's going to happen, folks. If it happens, I'm going to lose my mind.
Let's not give it away, but
I'm not saying anything.
You know who's in that city, right?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just gonna let. It's like National Geographic. I'm just gonna watch it happen in real time.
O povo que tá jogando, como assim, Roberto?
DJ knows, and this is the thing that.
O TFUE tá jogando, o Ninja tá jogando. Isso aí é a galera que se qualificou, pô.
Is it time?
O Pro
He has no idea. Oh, he's gonna pop up behind Dr. Lupo.
Que
He has no idea. You never trust the push.
Caralho, morreu.
He's gonna get chucked down. Oh, the humanity. Demarius is gonna be out of it.
Meu
And now
Deus
Action
do
Jackson's
céu,
gotta look to fight
tanto
this one
esperando o
in a
cara e deu mole,
1v2.
vacilou.
But Dr. Lupo and Jordan Fisher, they read that like an open book. Chapters 1, 2, and 3 were very clear. They did not need the cliff notes.
Mano, tá nervoso, tá atirando na própria construção, mano.
As some players are going to look to come right on over the mountain yonder, and he needs to defend himself, losing out on his teammate Monster. This is not looking good for Action Jackson.
No, it is not. The shots are still coming in here, and the plan was just all foiled in those moments right there when he couldn't get the exchange. Action Jackson's trying his best, but shots are coming from left and right.
Tem jeito aí não. Tem boca. Munição deles acabando.
The ambush did not pay off, guys.
Material vai acabar.
For him, Dr. Lupo is slowing down the fire. They're just chilling right now. They do also have to kind of bounce back, right? They were shot up.
Devastating series of events there for Action Jackson. Dr. Lupo caught completely off guard, as well as Jordan Fisher. You can never trust the bush, man. I'm telling you. That's like some Season 2 stuff.
Yep. You would never thought you'd see someone use the bush like that.
Jogando nervoso, atirando nas próprias construções.
I'd love to see that pay off though, Golden. It's so close.
That would have been the best payoff. Clip of the day, for sure. But Dr. Lupo, oh no. He's going to be in a lot of pain, and Dr. Lupo goes down. And that is going to come from Kurt Benkert.
Evoque.
As well as Ewok. Ewok gets the elimination. Dr. Lupo, one of our favorite content creators, but Ewok's here to win.
That's right, and that's one great shot. Connects up, comes up over top. Second right there, and the Rift goes out.
Oh, she's on the run. She's chasing it down.
You're not gonna let this one go away. Oh no, no, you know you're a solo. She's got you hurt. All shields gone as well.
There's another player there too. I don't know if you saw that at the corner of your eye, Monster, but another player lingering about and then goes right back to the well again.
Second little rift right there. The chase is going down. This is some high-speed Fortnite chase action happening here. The geyser. Oh boy.
This is great. Oh no, but Ewok's actually going to get tagged from the side.
No, the question is, can Kurt keep up? At this point, she's gone so far. This is full commitment. No turning back now.
35 wide on that damage there. And Jordan Fisher, try as you might. Ewok got the target. And will be benefiting from a slurp juice as well as a lot of shields. Now, she just has to have Kurt Benkert get to her so that they can shield up and get back into this game.
How vicious of her to chase him across the map right there.
Jordan Fisher is a treasure, okay? Not quite like a national treasure like myself, but
no, not like you.
Nonetheless. Ewok has no respect. and you know what? I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect the hustle. That's what I wanted out of this competition.
Oh boy, here's TFUE looking to knock on someone's door. Trying to see if he can catch that wall. He's trying to single out. What floor are you on?
Cara lá do lado,
quite know. Back to his teammate Josh Hart. There's a lot of players nearby. Any ruckus right now caused will just attract attention. So just say, you know what? Let's hold this high ground. It's still early in the game.
A lot of great players here as well.
Percebeu que ninguém tá se tocando mais naquelas boxes, botando aquele tetinho, ficar olhando.
Pokimane and Joe McHale over in the distance. Tank Ops going to be in this one. Yuselk by himself. The pride of Australia right here, folks.
Yuselk.
There he is.
Showing off those dance moves.
That's the pride. He's gonna hate me for saying that.
Os caras se vêem no telão, os caras ficam tirando
Also, Ninja
onda.
just got an elimination. Saw that on the feed. We'll keep tabs of that one. Some players still in this. I believe Jarvis is going to be our elimination leader at 4 elims total right now.
Yeah, doing a good job holding in there. If you guys are curious, there's a couple big names still alive, guys. Cypher PK still in the running here. Aiden, Nick A30, typical gamer. Golden touched on. KUN still in this, so there's plenty of talent, plenty of players, competitive and celebs alike. Trying to see if they can crown themselves champ of this Pro-Am, and here comes the grenades, Golden.
Oh, that is going to be some rough grenade spam that Josh Hart's needing to build around. And again, I do want to give a huge shout out to a lot of our players here. Folks like Josh Hart, you know, Bosa as well. The way that they play, they clearly put a lot of time into this game. And it's been really fun to watch him. A difference from last year's Pro-Am, where everyone was still finding their feet when it came to playing competitive Fortnite. Then you got KU, a competitive player with a lot of respect from the community, and just gets the tag there. That's on Lee Nguyen.
Very nicely done, and yeah, like you said, it has definitely come a long way how much the average player has improved in Fortnite. These games are very, very good. Like,
meanwhile, I'm still awful. Just the saddest thing.
You gotta get off the controller, brother.
I know, I'm trying to wean off of it, buddy.
Shout out to the controller guys. You guys are loved and respected here. But all right, Reggie Jackson, what you got? You got some in front of him here. That's
shot.
Nice little 21. It's Cypher PK. Cypher PK's right above.
That's going to be a rough one.
I think he called it out. Cypher lets him in. Oh, I thought that was enemy for a second.
Yeah, I saw it off the corner of my eye. Would have been a little worried there if that was the case. He let someone in and didn't do anything about it. But he'll be all right, though.
Might have been a little communication hiccup there because Cypher didn't realize there was someone below him until Reggie got right in the box. Yuselk was really low right here. Is he going to be able to sniff him out? Reggie's still looking. He knows.
Yuselk, an incredibly scrappy player. And you hear him playing the guitar. That's happening down low.
He's baiting him.
I love that, though. Let him know you're there, right?
Do it again, Yuselk. Play the guitar, Yuselk.
What's the worst that can happen? On laser beams, cartwheeling again. I think his keyboard might be broken.
Maybe. Seems like his character is definitely having some malfunctions over here, getting a little cardio on the side of the desert.
One could definitely say he's spinning. Spinning out of control. No? No, it didn't hit with anyone? All right, well.
Missed. You know what? It's the
swing and a miss.
Effort that matters, bro.
Thank you for always having my back, buddy.
I gotcha. But here's TFUE and Josh Hart. Dude, we've seen them make end games consistently. They're not hunting for elims. They're letting them land in their laps as someone with the ballers right underneath.
Oh, right below them is Ninja. You got Tim the Tapman in a box of his own over there. Cypher PK still lingering about with Yuselk. Ninja waiting for that prime opportunity to push up. And Ninja by himself at this point of the game, Monster. You're a competitive player. You've been, I know you do a lot of duos with the K30 and stuff. Question for you, how difficult is it to be in a single man situation going up against a lobby that's as stacked as this?
Yeah, man, it's definitely a scary situation. You got to pick and choose your fights. So much more, thought goes into it. Even aggravating a team like Ninja's doing right there, you got to be careful. Like airwalks, especially, right? You don't know who's in that box. It could be a, an okay duo, but it could be like a scary duo. Like you saw what Airwalks did in game 1. So Ninja's still aggravating them though. He stepped closer. He put a trap over there trying to bait that player out. Maybe he's recognizing whoever's closest right here doesn't quite have a grip on what's going on. But now taking a look at Valkyrie. Also lost her teammate. You'll see she's trying to make this decision right now. Is it time to
ela já constrói mais devagar.
go? Is it time to hang out? The storm reveals itself. She's got a long way here, but using a great usage of the tunnel, just harping forwards. There's the player underneath.
we're going to get to that first half in, half out circle. If you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. This is the Fortnite Pro-Am, our second time that we're going to be doing this live from LA. And you're looking at Valkyrie from the content creators. Out right now, it's going to tag for 103. Oh,
caraca, tô muito na espada costa, velho.
Oh, feels sad, man. Gets the elim, but Valkyrie has to be pleased with herself picking up one. That's 2 points against TBNR Frags. And there you can see how it all breaks down. A victory royale will get you 10 points total. Everything else adds from there, right? So if you're in 15th place, everyone gets 3 points in the lobby. Then if you happen to make it to 10th place and beyond, everyone then gets an additional 2 points, making it 5. And then at 5th place, everyone will be able to take 7 from there. But only one duo will walk away with 10 points on that victory royale. And remember that each elimination is going to give you 1 point. So players like Jarvis and TFUE, who have 5 and 4 eliminations respectively, have managed to pick themselves up a decent amount of points for their duo. Game 3, we only have 1 more left after this, and then we're going to crown our second Fortnite Pro-Am champion.
Don't forget, guys, Lachlan loves to rock that code Elfin, known for rocking it in-game as well. This is part of that staple brand.
I mean, literally, he's like wearing it, you know?
He's quite literally wearing it.
He's owning it.
He even has the blonde hair to go, guys. This is serious commitment here.
Pretty sure that's not a wig. I think that's his. But Lachlan's going to be playing the edge of the storm, and as the storm pushes forward, Lachlan needs to take his time and move accordingly. He cannot make any foolish plays. I believe a storm flip just went out from Lachlan.
Uh-oh. That's it right there. It's pushing Ewok forwards. Ewok says, I gotta get out of here. Pops the rift to go. That's gonna be a crucial rift. She is now down to 1 launch pad. That is the only movement she's got left. Someone is campfiring way up above. She's got her eyes set all around the map. Look at those flips. They're coming out. Those of you guys that don't understand how the storm flip quite works, it creates a huge storm bubble if it's in the safe zone, and if it's in the storm, it creates a safety net. So the storm flip extremely powerful and versatile in Fortnite. Now Ewok lands with some prime real estate here. Doing a great job reading the map too. She's got all the zone in the world now.
55 builds as well. We'll have a boogie bomb, some shield potion to take advantage of. Ninja's still going to be in the game. Run solo without Marshawn Lynch. Rough spot to be in, but there goes the Shadow Bomb. Another phenomenal rotational tool, the Shadow Bomb.
It's actually great. Top 15 just broke through. Remember, if they can crack top 10, they get another set of placement points. So all of these elims matter now. If players go down, they're just scratching away at new points threshold. There's so many ballers in play here, Golden.
Yeah, a lot of ballers left. Airwalks, Jarvis, KU still going to be in this one, but a gift in the form of some mats and some ammo and Courage. Courage ended up getting killed by Bucky FPS, who got the better of him there. Ewok still hanging out in the box that she built earlier on. Bucky down low with Kenneth. Got Patriota as well. Airwalks and Grime, a great duo, still very much in this game, but the young man Jarvis with 7 eliminations, but he's going to get knocked down to 54 true HP, but total of 104 HP with his shields.
Yes, Jarvis, dude, we saw him. He's on the boards right now. He's in top 10. And this is why he's got so many eliminations. He's got placement. He's in the knife duo up right now. He jumps all the way across, gets a nice little connection here, and it's his high ground.
Phenomenal movement from Jarvis. He also has that purple combat shot. He might damage. That player should be going down any second. That's Kyla Drew. That combat shotty from up above is going to punish you. Ninja just got himself 2 eliminations on the side as well. Just got wiped out, though, by Bucky. And our final few players are going to remain. We're now sitting with 7 players left in the lobby. Actually, scratch that, 6 players left, all solos. And this right here, folks, some of the best in the world of competitive Fortnite. Jarvis up above in the high ground. Bucky right below him. Kayun in that mid area. Typical gamer looking to shake things up with Airwalks and Patriota down low. This is intense, Monster.
Yes, Airwalks actually picked up minis, so he's going to be able to just bounce back
nem muda pra Patriota, velho. Não olha mais pra Patriota hora nenhuma. Ontem não mostrou hora nenhuma.
Jarvis has got the high ground. He's got Bucky up against the wall too.
But Jarvis only has 10 builds left. That is my concern. That is the pain point there for him, and he needs to get to an area where the builds are going to exist. Airwalks is out of it, and Jarvis manages to get the better of Airwalks. Oh, Airwalks is still at 1 HP. I stand corrected.
Deus, o cara tá morto, velho.
He does get out of it, And Jarvis is looking for him. He knows that he's going to be super weak. There has to be just, you can sneeze on him and he's going to be out of this. But the shield's coming to play for Airwalks. It's now going to come down to 4 players remaining. Jarvis scoping it out. Does he find it? Airwalks. He knows this is a lot of pressure he's in, but Jarvis has no more builds remaining.
Ninguém tá ligando pra Patriota. A Patriota tá ali embaixo só de boa.
Everyone is so weak here, Golden. Jarvis falls all the way down
Patriota vai levar.
to Patriota, who's going to win the exchange. Typical takes the high ground. It comes
Olha
Airwalks as well. He actually
Ah.
catches Patriota.
This is insane. Typical Gamer has the high
Finalizou
ground.
4,
Jarvis
velho.
is going to be down to 31 HP.
Caraca, mano, quase, velho. Um tiro de pump ali.
It's a 1v1v1.
Patriota levava, velho.
Tags Airwalks. That's going to eliminate him.
10 kills, Jarvis, mano.
And it's Typical Gamer in the high ground. Jarvis needs to hold this one up, but can Typical Gamer get that final connection, the victory royale in game number 3, and jettison them up in the leaderboards? Typical Gamer scouting around, and he playing great defense there, just holding him off, not allowing him to get any kind of vision. But when is this going to run out? When is he not going to have any builds anymore to work with? Typical Gamer, on the other hand, doesn't have anything. 1 build remaining, and that's it. He's going to land in front of him, and Typical Gamer! What a win! Victory Royale, 7 eliminations, 17 points total. GG!
What an endgame, Airwalks. Typical Gamer, Jarvis. All of them had so many eliminations in the
Jarvis
final
estava matando
moments.
muito, velho.
That was
Matando muito,
extremely
muito,
intense
muito.
from
Absurdo
Typical.
mesmo.
Runs out of materials, almost gives it up. Here's the final moments. Just take a look at how Jarvis took the high ground. It was almost all over. Beautiful side jump. He put it all on the table right here.
There you have it.
You cannot miss, Golden. You can't miss.
Jarvis though gets a lot of love from me because he had no HP remaining, nothing, and still managed to get to the safe zone. Had he had a little bit more HP, he might have been able to get the better of Typical Gamer. But man, I know that a lot of people from Typical Gamer's community they have to be losing their collective minds, and I don't blame them. What a conclusion to that game. That was just game 3, but we have one more coming up in a little bit, and I know that this is it. It all boils down to the final game. That was intense. I'm getting a little sweaty up here.
Every single game has really brought the energy, the crowd, the environment. It's all coming down here. That was another beautiful end game. But, dude, Airwalks and Jarvis have been making it all the way through. So has Bucky. Ninja showing up in these
Quem
final
ganhou
moments.
foi o Atípico, pô.
Every game matters, right?
Patriota tava entre os últimos 5, velho. Patriota rushou em Jarvis, mas Jarvis não morreu.
Pookie, who has our winner, or sorry, Kitty, who has our winner.
E aí,
Gamer standing by.
Rapaz, Patriota quase matou o cara, velho. Um tiro, velho. Um tiro pra matar o cara, não matou.
It still is a group effort. Now, I want to know, how have you been supporting your teammate today so far?
I'm trying to
Tá lá
not
também,
die,
jogando.
but it's not really working for me.
Tá me escutando de
So
boa?
he's just amazing by himself, man. My heart was pounding watching him. He's great.
It's all for charity too, so that's so great. After that game, how are you feeling going into the next few? How are you going to continue the momentum? You've got one more game
tá
to
bugado.
clutch
Não
it
tá
out and
vendo
win
que tem
all the
uma
money
pessoa
for
só
charity.
assistindo.
I mean,
comentando.
I feel like the first 2 games we're used to kind of develop the strategy. Once we got that unlock, I told them we're winning game 3. That's it. So we're going to go into game 4 with the same energy. I'm here to win some money for the Sick Kids Hospital BC, so I'm doing the best I can.
Yes,
De boa,
as a
de boa,
fellow
de boa.
Canadian and someone that grew up in British Columbia, I think
Caraca,
that's
mano.
incredible,
Esse
guys.
Jarvis, esse cara aqui, esse cara, esse Atípico matou o Jarvis. O Jarvis tava matando geral, velho. Matou 10 pessoas.
Back to our casters, who are going to take us into the
Imagine,
next
man, chega na última safe aí, tem, sei lá, 30 caras vivos ainda, velho. Só os insano.
Yeah, I know that they're over the moon
Só
right
nata,
now
velho.
with how that game panned out. Typical Gamer, and I got to give him some love, man, because you have a lot of great YouTube content creators that crush it on a daily basis. But Typical Gamer is a name that we see in World Cup qualifiers performing so many times at a top level. And I'm glad that finally I was able to commentate one of his games, a big moment for him, and against a quality player like Jarvis, who has really begun to grow quite a bit in the Fortnite competitive community. I think that was a pretty special moment across the board. And what a game that was. I love moments like that when it comes down to who could just be the scrappiest monster.
Fez 7.
Yeah, and in those final moments, you never know, right? And this is what makes Fortnite competitive
Vai
so
mostrar
good.
o replay dos melhores momentos.
Like for a second, Jarvis had it all the way through to the bone, but Airwalks,
Cara, Patriota, miou Jarvis. Miou
Jarvis.
Jarvis deve ter ficado com 40, 50 de life.
Moments, everything shifted. Jarvis lost all of his health, wasted materials, fell down, and then this is Fortnite. Scramble, right? You don't even know what's going on anymore. Everything changed. But let's talk about how the first 2 games, they just kind of had to get it together.
Yes.
Now,
Aí
game
que
3,
metendo
things
que os
connect.
caras fazem umas jogadas aqui que é absurdo.
He's been playing well all day long. I wouldn't be shocked to see him in that top 20. He knows how to play his game to get him up into that point. You just got to get to top 15. That's when you start to earn some points, and that's where it could push you a little further up. But I know everyone wants to see where we are in the standings right now. The good news is your boy GB's got you covered. Let's go ahead and take a look, see where we are. And at the top, it's going to be Airwalks and Grime.
Wow.
With that, I believe it was 3rd place or 4th place that they were able to sneak away out of that one. Typical Gamer, our winner from the last game, has, as I mentioned, jettisoned himself up to 7th place with 22 points. The Victory Royale, 12 eliminations total. Airwalks and Grime, though, they need to be gunned down. Someone needs to go find them and take them down, because if you allow them to have just one more good game, the gap might be too much to catch up.
Rapaz, tu vai ver a jogada dos caras, velho. Só tem monstro no campeonato.
Everyone here just scratching away at some points. Good to see people earning eliminations, though, just across the board as duos.
Os caras fez 10, o Jarvis fez 10 kills, man. 10 kills. Se o cara voar aqui, morre. Ninja tá jogando também, pô. Ninja, TFUE também tá jogando. Os caras não tem chance contra essa galera, não, pô.
Thank you so much,
chance não,
Golden
pô.
Boy, and we
Aí
do
de vez
have
em
a
quando os caras
special
se
guest. I'm
desesperam,
gonna
man.
need you guys to put
Morre
your hands up in the air
de
and
queda,
wave them
velho.
to give
Tem
a
noção.
nice
Os caras
big
atiram na
round
própria
of applause
construção.
for
Os caras é tão
now.
camper que os caras arranjam uma moitinha aí. Vai mostrar, eu acho, o melhor momento. Mostrar uma moitinha, 2 caras, uma dupla dentro de uma moitinha, um em cada lado, velho. Esperando os caras passarem, saírem de dentro da casa. Quebrando lá o loot, lá no Paraíso. O cara acabou de sair. Os caras partiu pra cima, velho, pra atacar de Thompson. Mas se deram mal, velho. Erraram muito tiro. Não, TFUE sempre joga bem, né, man? Mas não tá essas Coca-Cola não, viu? Não vi ainda ele chegar perto de uma final pra dizer assim, não, pô, tem chance de ganhar, não. TFUE tá o tempo todo com a dupla andando dentro de uma bola. Uma bola de hamster. Só se protegendo.
Hello, my name is Sundown. Nice.
Essa menina aí, ó, ela é muda, cara.
Nice to meet you.
Ela joga com assistência de mira, joga muito ela, velho.
Are you excited?
Yes, I'm very excited.
So, what is your favorite dance?
The floss.
That's a good one. Now,
Perguntou qual era a favorita,
what is
a
your
música favorita
favorite
dela.
weapon?
The combat. Shotgun. That one's my favorite.
Always a good choice going on there, Ewok. Now, is there anything
A única linguagem que é universal é a língua dos mudos, né?
I want to say thank you all
Agradecendo o
for your
povo.
support and being here. I'm really happy
A Flor
to
tá
be
muito
where I
feliz.
am today. And thank you guys so much.
Obrigado.
Thank you, Epic staff,
Agradecendo
and
todo
everyone that's
mundo.
involved. I love you lots. Thank you so much.
Obrigado a todos.
That's some of the amazing gameplay that Ewok was able to provide in the last game. So let's actually take a look at that.
Tá
and
assistindo
see
também,
what she was able to do
Cachoeiro?
on the main stage.
Assiste aqui pela live, cara, que a gente resenha. A gente assiste junto e vê as jogadas. Olha a velocidade de construção dessa menina, velho. Ela é brutal, velho. É Valk. Invocada ela mesmo. Aparecendo essa killzinha. Cortou o cara. Ela perseguiu esse cara, velho. Foi isso, velho.
Pick up Jordan Fisher, and then you can turn right after. You see her signing to the partner, trying to get them back together, but she is then on her lonesome, able to get it out. You can see
Olha
this was the
pra
start
mira dos
of
caras.
that
A
engagement.
mira da galera não sai não,
Get in
velho.
there, get the knock. Ewok was
Trava
then
no
able
cara.
to clean it up, but we weren't done there. Now, something gotta know, look how smart
Tá
this
vendo,
is.
Kaique?
She ends
A
up
brutalidade
having
como
so
é
many
aqui.
shields and the
Que o bicho
Stormflip,
pega.
recognizes she's by
A
the
galera tá
zone.
levando
So
muito
what
essa
does she
bomba,
do?
velho, de
Tunnels her way
safe.
in, juggles it on, ends up getting another knock, but now look, she has all of the supplies and everything she needs to end up making it into the
Tipo,
end
ganhar
game.
é uma boa, tá ligado? Mas se
There,
a galera
top
fizer
10
muito ponto,
performance.
tipo o Jarvis
Ewok and
mesmo.
Kurt have been amazing, a staple
10
of the
kills
community.
aí.
So again, just everyone
Já
put
ficou
your
entre
hands up,
os
give
dois
them a nice
melhores,
big
3
round of
melhores.
applause. We're going
A
to throw it
pontuação sobe.
back up to the casting desk to get into the final game. Gentlemen, take it away.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. And I also, can we please give a round of applause for Zeke and Sundown for that? That is not easy to do. For bridging gaps, really cool stuff. I know I couldn't do it.
Cadê nosso amigo Clécio pra traduzir tudo aqui que os caras tá falando?
I know.
But no, honestly, that was very heartwarming. Just, yeah, very, very courageous of them to kind of step out there and then, you know, take that leap of faith and own it.
She has no chill when she's in that game.
Yeah, you see it.
Chase Jordan Fisher down like it was yesterday's rent. I mean, that was just bananas there. But hey, I think that Ewok certainly deserves to be here. She has proven why she is a stellar Fortnite personality in our community. And also everyone else too. Kurt supporting the way that he is get some credit.
Cadê o Lucifer? Você tá jogando também, cara? Se você estiver jogando, entra no meu lobby, man. Entra no meu lobby aí que a gente fica conversando aqui ao vivo.
Wonder what we're going to see here, man, because there is just it's still anyone's game, Monster. It's still anybody's game.
And just a little interaction right there. Kurt
A galera tá se preparando já pra próxima partida.
back, signing to her.
Cara, eu não vi ainda mostrar Patriota sentado jogando. Não vi, o povo não dá muita moral a ele não.
That's right, folks. But are you ready for the fourth and final game, folks? Because it's about
ele joga
to go
no
down.
controle, ele ganhou a primeira partida no controle, ele é muito monstro.
In the battle bus, the island is ready for combat. Monster, are you ready?
I'm absolutely ready, Golden.
People in the crowd, are you ready? Then count it down, folks, because the time for talk is over. This is it. The fourth and final game of the Fortnite Pro-Am is now live, and this is for all the marbles.
This is it. We saw what one game can do for these competitors. Typical gamer finding himself in second place. He's on the board. So this final game matters. Can Airwalks stick around and hold his lead? Will typical gamer come back and follow up? Find himself in the top 3 and take a bigger piece for charity here? Or will someone new come up and just ruin everyone's dreams and shut those down, right?
Hey, everyone's going to get money for charity at the end of the day. It's all about where you place. It's a very competitive, though, nature from a lot of our guests, a lot of the people playing with our Fortnite personalities. Download, chat with a few of them, and they
usar essa queda minha que é o guarda-chuva, às vezes é vantagem que o corpo do cara fica mais fino.
That's what they want.
That's true. It doesn't matter how you feel, it's all about how you play. There you see a few of our players. There's Wax Motif there with Pipe Punk. Janina with Wildcat.
Olha o corpo do cara como fica deitadinho.
Snow biome landing for her. And already the eliminations are starting to come through, Monster. Bucky just picked up one, and he's all the way up there in the leaderboard as well. That doesn't reflect well. Airwalks has an elimination too early on.
Literally what I was just going to mention. I was like, wow, before everyone even touches down, it's already unfolding in the Fortnite world. Here's Janina. Doesn't quite know where she wants to land. Wildcat took a baller and he's out.
Brendan Urie just eliminated One Shot Girl in our final game. Typical gamer pops up behind Janina. Oh, rage from her.
Oh, look at her face.
Oh, and you do not want to get her angry. She's I'll tell you what, she is a very passionate gamer, as you can see right there.
Velho, quando cai assim, a pessoa morre logo, é tenso.
Definitely saw the spice coming out there, but it is okay. It's not over. Wildcat is still in the game. Typical, man. He had a great last game. That right there is a big point. That's a shift.
Yeah, all of our top 10 players, I would say, most of our top 10 players have already gotten elimination monsters. So early on. There's Jimmy O Yang there. Normal, typical gamer. And I hear someone just yelling in the distance.
I don't know who that is, but I do hear it as well.
Someone please check that person. Make sure that they're okay. Call their mother. Call their father. It's Father's Day. Let them know what's going on.
It's the energy coming all the way across and into our headset, but it's all good here. We're over at the Lonely Lodge. It's not so lonely. He's got some company. His teammates here.
Yeah, you know, you never want to go
a
nice camping trip by yourself. That's not fun.
Bring a friend or two as
eu queria que o Knicks tivesse nesse campeonato aí.
Fulagore gets taken out with the big shot. It's Loser Fruit.
This is a rough kit for Bruce Brown to have. Can Joe get an elimination?
Joe's like, look at me, I will shoot.
He's hitting those angles hard.
Oh.
He's looking for it.
And he's out of bullets here, Golden.
He's just got to push with this pistol. He's got 16 shots in it.
Eu acho que o Flakes, essa galera não foi chamado para ir para o evento, mas tá jogando a partida.
Joe McHale, I believe in you. I want community to come back too.
Pull out the axe. He doesn't know he doesn't have bullets.
He has no more ammo, ammo remaining.
Oh, but it's okay. Steven Loser Fruit connects with the flint knock and takes down that player right there. Bruce Brown sent back to lobby, and it's all good because you know what? Joe has Loser Fruit to
Joe McHale
carry.
was there. He was providing emotional support. Loser Fruit, obviously, great player. Won yesterday in our creative showdown. So Joe McHale just being the cheerleader that we all want to have in game with us.
Joe's like, Loser Fruit, you're doing too good at this. I'm going to shoot your rim, so I'll give you a little more pressure, you know, even up the playing field.
Shot Bell did not go for that boombo.
Yeah, I guess it's just time to get out of here, man.
Vacilou. Olha por onde a galera tá andando, velho. Pela lateral, pela encosta do mapa, velho.
I like it. Avoiding
Não
all the
receber
fire
tiro,
here.
velho.
This is actually our first zone that
Ficou
we see
solo,
covering this side of the map, so this is also really good to see. In our final game, things are going to mix up here in the land, I should say.
We got Cray along with a Vive.
A menina tá toda nervosa, que tinha uma AK verde ali, ela não pegou. Jogou a arma no chão, ó. Olha como tá jogando nervosa.
That's right. So you got to go back to that because you need to have that utility. You need to have something that will give you, an advantage
Aí, meu irmão,
in
é
that mid
tranquilidade.
game,
Se o
right?
cara não tiver tranquilidade. Cara, peraí. Vou ter que pausar a live aqui rapidão. Pra te chamar. Chamá-los. Cadê? Cadê você, man? Cadê você? Deixa eu chamar um flash. Eu vou deixar aberto, man. Deixa aberto, aí tu entra.
Bora.
Tá aberto,
Samara Redway and Marisha Ray. They're going to be topped up as well on health. Good shields there for Samara.
This is the best part about being able to see the whole game. You get to touch base with all of your favorite players, right? Samara Redway, our soccer skin moms here.
Yeah.
All right, the soccer skin moms, they came out strong representing.
I did tell them I love the shirts. I wanted to get one for myself.
Yes.
Even though I'm not a soccer skin mom,
Cara,
and I can never be, but still, a boy can dream.
You can do whatever you put your mind to, Golden, all right?
Thank you so much.
And a couple dollars.
I just want to get that shirt, I think it'll be hilarious. So the Storm now pushing in. We're going to be coming down to our first circle. Some action had taken place here, but we got 44 duos, 6 duos wiped out from the lobby. There's Dr. Lupo with Jordan Fisher yet again.
It's already looking like a different game here. So much more players alive now.
Caiu.
Lupo's trying to see if he can scoop up some of this loot here. He is. He's going to successfully get a ton. Jordan Fisher's off in the distance, though. Looks like they ran off some players here, so it's all theirs to kind of hold down now.
Yeah, they're going to own this territory. Is there anyone above them? It doesn't seem like it. You got a lot of action happening over here. Scarlet against Cypher PK. Just like was wondering where the action was taking place. Seems like it's taking place outside in the Storm. Cypher down. Not a lot of HP remaining. There's no siphon here either, so he just has to get the elimination. 5-4. This is not the way you want it to end, but oh no! And he can't get the elim, and he's going to be out of there. Down but not out. Could Reggie Jackson help him out? He's by the high ground. Scarlet down low, and here comes Reggie Jackson. Really focus on the player in front of him, but not the one that's going to be dealing the damage potentially, but Reggie Jackson could not get the angle. Does manage the tag. Drops on out of there. Getting ticked by the storm.
Salve,
You see
Gustavo.
his health.
E aí, meu
Green
irmão?
bar going down
Falou
little by
o quê,
little.
Lucifer?
That means when they're out here in the storm, you see the way that this looks around you. That means that they are going to be taking damage, and they're in this very dangerous spot.
He actually got the elimination, though. That means the storm wrapped him up, and Reggie was rewarded with Scarlet right there. But let's take a replay of what happened here in these moments. Reggie Jackson has everything. That's the knock right there on Ellie. And he did get Scarlet, too, so something connected there because those shots made a big difference.
Yeah, that was going to be 2 eliminations that could bring him up a little higher. And then Chandler Riggs, oh no, he's going to be so low on HP. Chandler Riggs needs to be careful. He's out of it. Now it's a cow. Looking around him. Can he get to him? Can he try and help him out there? The baller. He's got a low health this time around, but Chandler Riggs is going to be inside of that storm flip, and a cow is going to get picked off by TFUE.
Não, pro Chandler.
TFUE still in this one, folks. He's got 1 elimination.
Did participate in that little battle there. Chandler Riggs off the high ground. Josh Hart, not quite sure where he is. He's over in the distance.
Cara,
nice
eu tô com...
It's gonna be a lot of loot for them, but Bucky.
JT
Brown here. Got a flint knock connect to the face from Bucky.
Agora tô te ouvindo,
Ah, tá me ouvindo?
Tô.
Beleza, então.
Agora baixa o volume da live aí, na moral. Pô, meu áudio bugou, velho.
Ouch.
Pronto, agora veio o áudio. Tava sem um fone, pô.
Ah, já, beleza. Queria dar uma jogada, né? Mas vamos assistir.
Não, mas tá muito top. Aqui o cara aprende muita coisa, pô.
Ah, mano, eu já sei os bagulho, tá ligado? Só tem que treinar. Só comecei a jogar por um tempo.
Tá baixo o que, Gustavo? O áudio da gravação tá baixo? O áudio da gravação
não,
tá
acho que é o áudio do jogo dos caras falando inglês. Pra gente ficar falando com os caras, ao invés de ficar falando inglês. E às vezes confunde. Vai no áudio do jogo e coloca sem nada.
Não, eu tô escutando já pela coisinha aqui, pô.
Não, tô falando o áudio do jogo, tô falando pra você parar de escutar os caras falando inglês aí, narrando o jogo. Porque na live tá aparecendo muito aí, tipo, seu áudio fica muito baixo.
Tá saindo 2 áudios na live,
é? O seu e o dos caras narrando.
Aí tá confundindo, né? Não, mas eu falando é normal, pô.
Não, mas tá confundindo com outros caras, com os caras em inglês. Narrando.
Não tem nada não, eu não tô falando toda hora não. Aí no caso tu quer que eu baixe um pouco o volume dos caras lá.
É. Aí ó, viu o que eu falei? Abaixa o volume dos caras falando lá em inglês e deixa só a gente falando, tá ligado?
Ficou melhor?
Deixa eu ver aqui, eu vou ver na live.
Olha
Tem
lá.
que me mutar aqui rapidinho. Vou me mutar aqui pra ver.
Gustavo, o áudio tá melhor agora? Não, é isso, deixando rolar o vídeo dos caras aí, pô. A gente fica aqui conversando as jogadas. Falando das jogadas.
Ficou melhor, entendi.
Melhor, né? Então
ficou bom.
A voz tá saindo mais, né?
Aí o cara tá falando, tá bacana, tá bom.
Beleza,
Me dá
beleza.
administrador aí da sua livinha também, viado.
Que live?
A sua.
Do YouTube? O YouTube não tem como botar administrador não, pô. Botar um cara pra administrar não. E o YouTube só
Lá no
faço.
canal.
Eu só faço ligar ele direto, tá ligado? Eu já falei com os caras, Lucifer, que você vai patrocinar lá uma skin. Os caras falaram que tá esperando o dia pra participar. Aí a gente bota pros caras aí lá no setor.
Falou quando? Só
Falei
colocar só.
no dia do sorteio da minha, pô.
Eu não vi o sorteio da sua, eu saí.
Bora ver aqui o que, é que os caras tá fazendo.
Só falar o dia só. Quer sortear amanhã uma dancinha de 200, 300 V-Buck? Só pra...
Pode ser.
Pô. Então a gente fez uma. Eu vou entrar umas 11 horas. 11 horas...
Beleza.
É no máximo 11h30. Eu te dou um toque, a gente já sorteia já logo de manhã já pra quem estiver na live. Sem
Pronto.
postar nada. Só pra dar aquela brincada, entendeu?
Viu?
Aí eu adiciono o cara como amigo, dou daqui 2 dias. Só vou ter que habilitar o ADF, meio suave.
Beleza.
Aí, tipo, tá jogando bem pra porra, agora ele começou a jogar. Faltou 9, mano. O outro molequinho ali, um cara de criança que ficou até o final, que morreu ali, o penúltimo, ele matou 13, velho. Ele fez 20 pontos em uma partida.
O teu áudio aqui tá alto pra caramba.
Quer que eu abaixe?
Baixa só um pouquinho. Ô Lucy, esse nick é 30 e ele é BR também.
Eu sei.
Eu não sei quem é a dupla do Patriota, cara. Eu queria saber quem é a dupla de Patriota.
Tá bom?
Dá melhor. Vou pesquisar aqui no...
Ah, o TFUE, mano. O TFUE joga muito,
Uhum.
Não tem como não. Acabou de matar um fazendo flank monstruoso. Cloak. O Cloak tá tentando flanquear ele ficar parado, porque o dele já morreu. O do TFUE já morreu também, tá com 4 pontos.
Ah, fez 4 kills aí.
Entrou na box dos caras. Achou uma fenda. Se eu fosse ele, eu bateria a fenda, ele tava flanqueado pra cima da montanha. Porque tem uma parte que não tem duo ali em cima.
Mas não vale a pena, mas ele não sabe, né, velho? Bater fenda do nada assim é pedir pra morrer, velho.
Não é pedir pra morrer. É porque eles sabem.
Meu irmão, os caras tá pegando a galera aí. Cortando no ar, meu irmão. Vai morrer, vai morrer. Usa a pistola, louco. Ó, não manja. Qual que caiu? A pistola de repulsora. Se ele pula ali e atira com ela pra trás, ele chegava O amigo vai salvar.
É japonês, abre o olho, caramba. Ninja eu acho que não morreu ainda. Não, o TFUE não morreu. O TFUE não morreu. O TFUE tá vivo, ele acabou de matar uns 2 caras. Foi um ou foi 2 caras?
Muita sorte ser rilado, viu, man? TFUE também tá, pô. Ninja, TFUE. Acho que não, está vivo ainda.
Tá vivo. Olha os caras não sem nada.
Oi, Mito.
Olha o Mito, entra. Abaixa aí o som da live que a gente tá narrando o jogo aqui.
Deixa a live aberta, mas baixa o volume, Mito.
Morreu, esse cara aí morreu. Certeza.
O cara tá rodando, né?
Tem cara nas costas dele, tá rodando.
Nada, sobreviveu. Não tomou um tiro, mano.
Não, ele só não tomou um tiro. Mas ele vai bater de frente contra...
Olha o Flakes ali, ó. Olha o Flakes ali. O Flakes tá ali dentro dentro da parede ali.
Ninguém colocou a câmera até agora no Flakes, né? Ele é o brasileiro, ele é o patriota. Ele tá com quantos pontos, Flakes?
Não sei.
Nossa, esse martelo aí, como que pega? Picareta martelo. Olha que louca.
Deve ser fazendo desafio, pô.
Bonita, vista.
Na verdade é um porrete de prego, né?
É.
Olha o ninja lá, o ninja tá vivo, pô.
Ninja tá vivo.
Olha o TFUE aí, Gustavo.
Olha o TFUE já tá na bicho.
Rapaz, que bala, velho. Foi essa.
Ai!
Deus.
11 pontos.
Man, aquela configuração que os caras botou ali não é de TFUE nunca que tem na internet. Não é mesmo, a velocidade que ele vira aí. O cara falou, so easy. Ixi. O cara nem tá andando com todas as...
Esse cara aí não joga muito bem, não.
Véi, a galera tá tão nervosa, procurando se proteger, Que não tá nem pegando loot, velho.
Não, mas não pode fazer isso. Tem que prestar atenção. Você não pode ficar nervoso, mano. A minha estratégia eu não fico nunca nervoso. Só fico puto se eu morrer. Aí eu fico puto, mas nervoso não. Tem um cara embaixo dele, ele não percebeu até agora. Tem um cara de asa delta caindo no lado direito dele, flanqueando. Percebeu?
Aham.
Vamos, Rocket.
Fale quanta gente tá dentro da safe, man. Olha pro mapa. Que absurdo.
É muita gente. 30 negros pra safe já movimentada.
Não, velho. E não dá pra você ficar gastando material o tempo todo, senão o material acaba, velho.
Uhum. Sim.
A velocidade de edit dos caras, mesmo. Os caras pulam.
Mas o edit é o mais fácil. Eu consigo fazer edit assim, sabe? O edit.
Não, man, mas o cara desceu, ele já pulou, pô. E o cara que trocou pra ele o piso, pô.
Mas isso daí fica cagada. Mas os caras editando, a gente edita com a gente. Igual eu, pelo menos.
Você viu os caras da C4 que eu adicionei lá no grupo? A gente hoje pegou a partida, eu, Mito, fiz 8 kills, Mito fez 7, outro brother fez 7. Não foi, Mito?
Uhum.
A gente jogou muito, man. Ainda joguei outras partidas com os caras lá que a gente matou 25 pessoas.
Com o Mito que eu matei. A gente tava jogando arena, eu matei 9. Ele matou 1 ou 2 Mito, não lembro quantos você matou, mas eu matei 9. Peguei todo mundo na Bind, mais ou menos. Peguei uns 5 na Bind.
A gente jogando trio versus squad, velho.
Ah, joga bem de Bind. Até o Mito
Esse Japinha também é bom, man. Esse Japinha também é bom, meu.
Não, o problema dele é que ele não vê o jogo muito direito por causa do olho, né? Mas tá tudo bem.
Ó o Aidan ali, ó. Monstro no PS4 ali, ó.
Ó o Grim tá na lado direito superior ali. Aí, tomou.
Tomou mesmo.
Nas costas.
Um spray.
Caiu pra safe, vai morrer. Tá tentando se curar.
Não, todo mundo tá dentro da safe. Todo mundo tá dentro da safe.
Eles têm que sair por trás, meu irmão. Sai por trás. Os caras querem pegar kill, Não dá, velho.
É porque os caras querem ponta, pô.
Não, sim, mas os caras não são noob. Os caras querem ficar dando tiro até umas horas. Não pode fazer isso. Toma na cabeça.
Faz uma box.
Esse cara aí não é pro, não.
Ah, ele foi pegar o loot, velho. Foi pegar o loot que ele tá sem loot.
Morreu.
Outfoot, 7 kills.
Mano, o TFUE tá jogando muito sério. Olha a cara dele, velho. Eu tô com medo do TFUE.
Nem pisca, man. Não pisca. TFUE não pisca. Não tá piscou agora.
Ele tava sem munição de rocket. Ah, não, velho. Era pra ele ter matado, velho. Boa. Eu tô torcendo pro TFUE, mano. É o meu jogador predileto.
Vai pegar a bola.
Você viu que a Epic quis comprar ele quando eu pegou a conta dele? Ele falou assim, se você falar da gente, se você deixar a gente patrocinar você, a gente te devolve sua conta com mais coisas e é isso. E te dá dinheiro. Ele falou, não quero ser comprado. Igual certos jogadores. Ele
mas grandes coisas é devolver uma conta, man. O cara é milionário, pô. Apesar que
sim, não,
realmente ele tava sendo
dinheiro. Ele não é
realmente
mas
ele tava ganhando milhões por mês, pô. Só que a FaZe tava levando tudo. A FaZe tava levando tudo.
Milhões por mês era o Ninja. O Ninja tava ganhando
não, man, a receita
22 milhões por ano. Ele
a receita do TFUE também tava dando 1 milhão por mês, pô. Só que os 80% tava ficando mesmo pra FaZe. Você não viu não que teve a putaria toda?
Eu vi. 80%, tipo, ele ficava com 200 mil, 100 mil.
Eu queria ganhar 200 mil dólares.
Mas ele processou a FaZe. A FaZe tá fudida na mão dele.
Não, tá na merda.
A FaZe vai ter que dar milhões de milhões pra ele.
Opa, mano, e aí? A gente tá assistindo o campeonato, cara.
TFUE tomou no cu.
Não xinga, cabrão. Ô, Lucifer, não xinga. No YouTube não pode, não.
Tá.
Tome, entra lá no meu canal do YouTube, pô, no Aerissnew. Tu vai ver, a gente tá transmitindo o campeonato. Oi?
Paulinho, peguei um dinheiro aí, vou começar a montar meu PC.
Bom, quiser
Aí você
ajuda,
me ajuda a fazer minhas lives, né?
ajuda a fazer a live e te ajuda a comprar também uma configuração boa, se quiser.
Configuração. Não, mas aqui eu já peguei, tô com 1.200 agora. Mas eu tenho que ir comprando porco por porco. Eu vou comprar peça por peça, entendeu?
Rapaz, foque primeiro, placa de vídeo. A placa de vídeo.
Não, então, não, eu vou comprar primeiro a CPU. Eu vou comprar primeiro
Gabinete,
CPU.
Gabinete é a última coisa,
Não,
mano.
gabinete não preciso. Não, gabinete não preciso porque eu tenho um monte aqui. Meu pai tá em TI. Ele já falou que eu tenho que comprar.
Ah.
Eu já falei pra ele que eu quero comprar uma máquina pra jogar e pra fazer live. Ele falou, tá bom. Ele vai me ajudar.
Porque... Caraca, minha
Qual bem, tá frenético agora?
O Aidan, velho. 7 kills ele tá. Vai ganhar de novo, mano.
Mas eu...
Entra lá, pô, Aerissnew no YouTube, tu vai assistir.
Oh, shit. Olha ele caindo no vão da escada. Ele vai querer cair, dar uma bala e subir de novo. Quer ver?
Só tem ele e outro cara. Só tem os dois.
É ele e o TFUE. Quer ver? É ele e o TFUE.
Se o TFUE tiver com mais life que ele, velho. Rapaz, olha o tiro que o cara deu, velho.
O TFUE vai derrubar ele. Vamos, TFUE, vamos.
Matou, velho.
Não é o TFUE. Acho que foi o TFUE.
O TFUE já tinha morrido, cara.
O TFUE morreu que eu nem vi.
Matou, morreu de queda aí. Acho que ele nem morreu de queda, o cara tomou um tiro no ar. Deixa eu assistir aqui de novo. Não, o cara botou um telhado. Botou um piso, ele caiu no piso. Olha lá, ó. Sinfane, pô. O que, kill? O áudio de kill tá cortando. Kill.
Oi.
O áudio tá cortando. Tu viu lá Tu viu lá o campeonato?
Não, eu tô vendo aqui tua live só pra ver como é que é essa canal.
Ah. Tá no YouTube, pô, que eu tô fazendo. Aí eu tô transmitindo o campeonato ao vivo, velho. Tá muito top, meu irmão. Que isso?
Que ganha o campeonato?
Acho que é 300 milhões, né? Ou 3 milhões, né não?
300 milhões?
Não, 300 não. 3 milhões, eu acho. Na foto da minha coisinha tem mostrando o valor.
Você pode me ajudar com a missão?
Te ajudar o quê?
Você a fazer a missão ou vocês vão ver aí a live?
Não, man, não tô jogando não, pô. Eu tô transmitindo, não posso jogar agora não, pô. Não tenho como não.
3 milhões.
Falou?
Fala então.
Valeu, Kio. Depois a gente se fala aí.
Beleza.
Falou, abraço.
São 3 milhões.
É, velho. Quase igual a mim, né, Gustavo? Se matando, né? Hello.
Nossa, o Peixoto. Ué, se inscreve no meu canal.
Vou me inscrever quando puder, cara. Se terminar aqui, eu...
Obrigado.
Não, porque o meu computador tá todo parado no vídeo, porra. Não tem como mexer em nada aqui. Você vê como eu tô aqui.
Tá. O Paulinho tá muito abaixo. Paulinho não chega nem nos meus pés. Chega nos pés que eu tô usando, Paulinho.
Depois quando estiver morrendo pra mim, vai estar chorando.
Acho, morrendo pra você. Olha todos os seus vídeos, todos. Suas lives.
Perdeu como, doido? Ô, Diego, entra na live aí, pô. Entra na live. Vamos conversar por lá.
Comercial.
Ô, Dieguinho tomou ban, velho. Não tô acreditando nisso não, velho. Perdeu como, doido?
É muita gente, né? 99 players.
Mas eu acho que nem todo mundo tá jogando daí não, pô. Tem a galera que tá participando jogando de outra cidade. Ó.
Nossa, 99.
Cadê
Ó, o TFUE,
Patriota?
terceiro, TFUE. Cadê Ninja? Cadê Ninja?
Ninja. Ninja
Quem
tá
é
lá
Ninja?
embaixo.
Quem é Ninja? Quem é Ninja? TFUE, primeiro lugar, 1 milhão. TFUE tá com 250 mil dólares.
Não, quem tá em primeiro é RL Grime, pô. 1 milhão
Não,
de
mas
dólares.
o TFUE era ali, ó. TFUE, terceiro lugar, 250 milhões de dólares. Até o
Cara, eu
250 mil
queria ficar em último aí, velho. Só de ficar em último, receber aí quanto
Sabe o
aí?
que é isso daí? Isso daí é 3 mil dólares, 3 milhões de dólares por campeonato todo. O primeiro ganha 1 milhão de dólares.
É isso mesmo. 3 milhões mesmo.
Olha lá, o TFUE tá com 250 mil.
Olha a cara de maluco daquele maluquinho ali do lado, velho. Que cabelo
da
feio é
direita.
esse?
Ó. Os caras tá muito bem, velho. Cada um telando uma tela. Sabia que se você telar, tem vários caras vendo. Se você telar, você é banido? Você é expulso do campeonato? Entre aspas. A Alice respondeu da hora, cara.
Tô ouvindo.
Alice, eu vou dormir meia-noite. Amanhã 11h eu te chamo, a gente já faz o sorteiozinho. A gente joga já um pouco. Eu te mando mensagem. Você tá em live na Twitch?
Não, eu tenho Twitch, tenho conta, tenho tudo. Mas eu não tô fazendo live lá, tô fazendo live só no YouTube.
Então, senão eu te dou alguma coisa lá. Mano,
eu quero ver a lista dos outros jogadores, dos fuleiros. Do resto da galera. É, porque os caras tá mostrando tudo. Acho que acabou, meu. Final, resultado. Resultado final ou é até o momento?
Não, é final resultados mesmo, eles ganharam.
Não, mas não era pra ter
Acabou, acho.
uma chibiatagem aí, tipo, fogos, paradas assim, efeitos visuais.
Ah não, olha lá, não acabou não. 20 mil dólares, só por ter participado.
Ninja
ganhou 20 mil dólares.
Décimo
E Marshmallow, o do Ninja é o Marshmallow. Patriota, Kellen Tren, 20 mil. 16.
Patriota ficou melhor que Ninja, minha qualificação, ó.
Ninja não jogou nada, nem apareceu.
Eu acho que esse Marshall não é muito bom não, meu.
É o Marshmallow, sabe o Marshmallow DJ?
DJ, tá ligado?
Olha essas minas, velho.
Só parece uma
Meu sonho é trabalhar agora na Epic Games, foda-se.
Acho que todo mundo, né,
mano? All naipe.
Vou ganhar uma grana boa das urras.
All naipe, da esquerda ali.
As técnicas, né?
É.
Técnica de som.
Tá na hora de os caras se gabar um pouco, depois tomar um pau. Você viu a menina que não escuta? Jogou
muito ela. Ela joga com assistência. Eu nem vi a tela dela, nem mostra que tá com assistência. Acho que só pra ela, né?
É.
Quando é o outro campeonato lá dos Estados Unidos que Nix vai jogar?
Semana que vem. É a classificatórias. Eu vou participar das classificatórias semana que vem. E sem ser essa semana que tá vindo a próxima. Aí a gente fala. Quero participar desse final de semana das classificatórias. Vai, eu imito.
Tô ligado.
A gente tá jogando bem. Você acha que eu imito tem chance? Porque se eu tô vendo os caras jogando, velho, eu falo, mano, eu jogo melhor que essa porra.
Rapaz, só quem vai dizer é você, man. Já passou dos 300 pontos, man?
Já.
Continuar, man, porque os caras tá fazendo aí 1.500 pontos, 1.000 pontos.
Os bons, né? Porque o segundo tá com 500 pontos. Nossa! Muito resenha. Vamos ver os melhores momentos. Ah, não, é entrega. Acabou.
Vamos ver o festinha final.
Vamos jogar um eu contra você um pouco, só pra mim dormir depois?
Uhum. Deixa eu só acabar isso aí. Caraca, velho, esse troféu é muito top, velho. 2 caixas de madeira.
Nossa, eu ia pegar assim a picareta e ia dar uma na mesa. Tac.
É em ouro, pô, ele é grudado, pô, não sai não, a picareta.
Não é ouro não, é platina, tem prata.
Dourado,
Eu dava só uma,
dourado,
só
filho.
Eita.
Tudo banhado a ouro.
Dourado não, é prateado.
Não é, cara, é dourado. Olha lá o
Olha
amarelo.
ali,
Olha o amarelo lá,
dourado.
reluzindo lá, ó.
Que amarelo, louco.
Tu tá doido, é?
Aonde tem amarelo
Olha
ali?
lá, filho,
não,
amarelo, é
não
ouro.
Não é amarelo, não.
Oh, meu Deus do céu. Você é autista, velho? Olha lá, o dourado, dourado, olha lá.
É dourado. Não, não é dourado. Eu acho que não é dourado.
É dourado, man. Olha lá o reflexo, pô, é porque não dá pra ver.
Não é dourado.
Olha lá,
Não
brilhando.
Tá
Olha o cabo, olha o cabo amarelo brilhando. Embaixo.
É dourado.
É dourado, pô, porque por causa do reflexo das luzes. Que top, velho. Cê é louco. Fortnite faz cara. Velho, os eventos do Fortnite são 1000 vezes maiores do que o do LoL, velho. Proporção da festa e efeitos que os caras gastam pra construir tudo isso aí. Cenário, velho. O gráfico da decoração. Opa aí, que top, meu. Foi o último dia hoje, né, do evento? Teve ontem e hoje.
Não.
Ontem foi o criativo que teve, do criativo.
É, o criativo não foi legal. Eu não assisti.
Eu assisti. Eu gravei também, pô. O criativo também os caras estavam destruindo, velho. Se Aidan tava destruindo lá, brocando, velho.
Ontem ganhou quanto de dinheiro? Nossa, olha essa mina, velho.
Não olhei o preço.
Sapato vermelho. Olha lá. Jordan vermelho. É o R1.
Ah, o cara, ó, mandando encerrar.
Vambora, vamos jogar aí?
Pera, deixa eu acabar.
Ele só vai ficar falando
deixa eu só encerrar, pô, pra a live acabar.
Não, mostra pra live como você joga. Vamos jogar um dozinho aí. Dozinho não. Um contra esse.
Não, pô, encerrar a live é só do evento, pô. Não coloca outra coisa dentro da live, não.
Ó, galinha. Mostra a mina mais uma vez, vai. Olha lá de Jordan. Nossa, que raba.
Esses caras que é contratado pra fazer o... Eu não vi Patriota aparecendo, né?
Ó o Ninja. Ó os caras. Nossa.
Olha os caras como chegou, velho. Não vi Patriota 1 hora aí, velho. Eu tenho certeza que não tem 100 pessoas aí, velho. Que os caras não estão aí, não.
99. Tem 99. Todas as partidas você vê 99 players.
Não, você vê o de player, mas que tá aí no
essa
evento.
menina joga... O Duda dessa menina joga muito.
Não vi a câmera indo pra Patriota hora nenhuma, mano. Eu vi o Flakes.
Também não.
Flakes eu vi.
Flakes
eu vi.
Flakes eu não vi. Agora vai mostrar todas as duas. Vamos aí.
Rapidão, deixa eu acabar, pô. Se acabar eu saio.
Ah, muita gente.
Tá rápido, pô. Demorando 3 segundos aí.
Olha os coreanos.
Olha a foto do cara. Jogaram muito esses dois aí. Olha ela aí.
A menina que é muda. Flex Power jogou muito.
Ah, Flex jogou com Douglas.
Nossa, olha essa mina. Aonde você jogou, Ninja? Aonde você jogou? Jogou aonde?
Code Laza.
Jogou aonde? Jogou aonde, Ninja? Jogou aonde?
Tu viu que a câmera demorou mais de Ninja, né?
Demorou.
Travou um pouquinho mais.
É. Patrocinado,
Patriota é essa menina aí.
Quero ver no TFUE, vai ficar 1 ano, filho. Nossa, é.
Scarlet. A pegada do cara sinistra ali mesmo.
É. Não era cara, menina, tá?
Não, foi o...
Ah, é TFUE sim, ó. Dá uma travadinha.
Cara, nem vê. Tô dizendo, pô, nem todo mundo tá aí não, pô, no evento. Obrigado por nos assistir. Pronto, agora eu posso encerrar a live. Valeu, galera.